What's up, here, man? How you doing, y'all? We here today to check out chapter 1054. One Piece is finally back. We're gonna see what Oda gonna do. I have hope, but not too much hope, because you know how Oda be. He be on and off. Now, this is great, right? Because one of the reasons why I haven't been on One Piece for so long, and a reason why the Usopp Demon is playing, I'll tell you that in a sec. In fact, I'll tell you that right now. The Usopp Demon is playing because, hear me out, Usopp versus greenbull. They both use plants. Brook went against Big Mom. No one expected that. Now, will Usopp win? Absolutely not. But it would be cool to see at least him be an integral part. Now, another thing. The reason why I've been out for so long is because I've been trying to work and stuff to work on my own craft, work on my own stories, and also to buy new stuff. And this is gonna double as an unboxing. I see you, Cat, bro. I'm gonna let you in a sec. This is gonna double as an unboxing too, because it's sad. I seen it when it was on Amazon, but now you can check it out. Yeah, boy. Look at that. Hold up. Focus, Cameron. Come on, focus. Camera's tripping. It says dead or alive, Monkey D. Luffy. I'm gonna see if I can get a picture on that. Look at that. That's so sick. That's so sick. See if I can put it over right now. Oh, you gotta hook it. I should have checked it out first. Let me actually turn this off. If I get, well, I'm gonna get
Yeah, you might get copyright claimed.
Yeah, I'm done with that, bro. I'm too late. Dang, hopefully I can get this on by myself. Let's see. But yeah, I'm gonna pull up the chat. You already checked out the chat? I mean, actually, it'd be too early to check out the chat.
I haven't actually read it yet.
Okay, so you want to read together?
I'm not sure how that's going to be possible.
Well,
but I mean, I know the spoilers for it.
Okay.
So that's good enough, right?
Yeah, you'll probably hear me reading out loud too.
That's perfectly fine.
I'll be right back. You can just entertain them for 2 seconds. I gotta look in the mirror.
Yeah. Entertain the viewers. Let's see. Should I do a handstand? Should I jump out of a plane? Do a happy dance? It's probably terrifying, isn't it? I don't even know why I have my camera on. I should probably turn this off. Yeah, let's turn this camera off. There we go. Whew. Apologies for the yawn.
Got it. I got it.
One thing I will say. Oh, what'd you do? Did you go to?
Yeah, I had to go to the mirror. Do y'all notice Luffy's hat on there too?
Yeah, that's pretty nice. It almost looks like the hat is supposed to be separate from what is it attached to? Is that like a wanted poster?
Circle, it's a wanted poster.
Okay.
The Luffy. Oh no, that's the back. Oh dang, that back is nice. But the wanted poster is on right here. Let me see. Come on, Karen. You got it.
Okay, I see it. Wait, is that that's not the current. That's not the new picture of him, right?
Nah, that's 300 berries.
Okay, that's still pretty nice though. Really nice. Maybe they'll sell something like that at the con I'm going to in November. The one in Atlantic City.
Got you. Oh, I had to get
But
my
I told,
because it
but I
was
told
so fuzzy for a sec.
Yeah, and if I was known on this platform, I'd tell people to be on the lookout for something. But
Yeah, so I'm gonna
gonna
pull up
be
the chat. Finna check it out. We're already 5 minutes in.
gonna get to work on that Big Mom cosplay.
Mama, my mama. Yo, check out the anime by the way, guys. For anybody watching this in the future or whenever, I might actually end up editing this
I
reaction.
have to go back to the anime. Are all of the episodes now on Funimation, the
I don't
service?
know.
Because
Listen. I might end up editing this reaction later on. Right now I'm streaming it, but I might end up editing it to make it flow better. But I don't know. No promises. All I can say is this. In anime, Luffy and not Luffy, but Big Mom and Kid are definitely getting a better portrayal.
well, that's good.
Kid's been freaked up a lot.
Yeah,
Check
I need to return to watching the Wano arc. I wanted to wait until it got up to the rooftop fight before I went back to watch it. Um, so, but there's also supposed to be a film red tie-in arc for the anime, which I really have no interest in because it's filler. Like, what's the point? I mean, what's the point of me caring? Is what I mean to say. I mean, I do want to go see film red, but we'll see what happens there. Are you still there? Hello?
Which is the real cat?
Oh wow, why are there two?
Okay, that's you.
Which is the
That's
real
the
cat?
oh. Why are there
Oh
two?
wow, why are there two?
Is that the
Okay,
real
that's you.
cat?
Which is the real cat? Oh,
This is me.
All right.
Oh wow, why are there two?
is that the real cat? Which is the real cat? Oh,
This is me.
all right.
Oh wow, why are there two?
Is that the real cat?
We're in an endless loop for all eternity.
Yeah, right.
Is that the real cat?
We're in an endless loop for all eternity.
Yeah, right.
We're in an endless loop for all eternity.
Yeah, right.
First I got hacked and then this.
We're in an endless loop for all eternity.
Yeah, right.
First I got hacked and then this. Okay. We're gonna start another stream.
Yeah, right.
First I got hacked and then this. Okay. Are we back? We back?
Are we back?
I think we all right. Dude, we was in an endless loop for all eternity. We
Too
was
true.
in limbo, bro. But dang, what the heck?
Should
So
put,
they just been wicked internet
Yeah.
wise. I'll go into it. But finally we finna check out the chapter. Hopefully YouTube, once it get up, it will cut out that 7 whatever minutes. Appreciate people who stick with me through these technical difficulties. I gotta get a new computer. My computer been acting up all week, man. Hopefully don't go out again. So before that happens, this is dope. This is a dope cover page with Buggy, Shanks, Blackbeard, and Gearfire Luffy. So yeah, I'm gonna post the link in the comment section of the live stream of the chat.
I wonder if I could actually read it at the same time.
Remember how you can open up another tab? Remember how you
Yep.
found you can open up another tab on
I
StreamYard?
set it as a homepage. I set this stream as a homepage.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Our
I should
capital
be able to
Wano,
read it.
conflict stirs in the festivals. Dangerous, you two, we can't trouble Luffy and the others with this. Follow us, cat. Huh? Flame Emperor. Ooh, hype. The ability to sway others, that really is something. Yeah, that's what Luffy can do. You don't see very often, That you samurai should buzz off while you can. The Scabbard is really finna do something against greenbull? I don't think so. A Marine, one of Luffy's enemies from overseas. Do any of you have the first clue about the ways of the? I mean, they did something against Kaido. No one expected that. So maybe I'm underestimating the Scabbards. Who knows, man? I'm trying to make myself bigger a bit. Let's see. Screw it. I'm keeping it like that.
Oh my god.
Yeah. By the way, why don't you, by cat? By the way, why you don't get a profile pic when you get on here? Since you don't like.
I need to work on that. You're right.
Oh yeah, by the way, man, just a tip, man. Anytime I be like, hey, entertain the people, don't freak out. Just talk about One Piece or something. Like if it's a One Piece stream, just what's up, Jay Wolf. But yeah, man, like it's that simple, bro. Like just entertain the people. Like if we on a One Piece stream, just talk about One Piece. You know, you was like, what should I do? Like, bro, it ain't just serious, man. Just talk about One Piece. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's up, Dark? Hey, man, appreciate you here, bro. Wait, what happened? Usopp versus greenbull? I mean, they're both plant-based, so my theory right now is that Usopp is going to go against greenbull a little bit, like how Brook went against Big Mom. Because Usopp got to do something this hard. Anyways, yeah. Do any of you have the first clue about the ways of the outside world? The celestial dragons are gods. A country like this, one with no ties to the world government. I'm gonna make that's why I'm gonna make Greenwood's voice sound like has no standing. Don't be mad. It's how the world works. Flexing forest muscles. The forest fruit. Oh, it's not plant. Okay. The forest fruit made me a forest man. The Logia power is nature incarnate. Wait. So Logias aren't just elements?
Apparently not.
Okay. Then.
I guess it's the element of nature,
Nah. I mean, or just decide to do whatever
but
life has to do.
I gotta say this is probably one of my favorite fruits right now. I mean, easily.
Oh, you looking at it too at the same time?
Oh yeah, I'm reading it and it's like, yeah, this guy's on like Hashirama level.
Let's read it around the same time though, so you don't be like, "Oh my God, this happened," and then you
Oh
spoil me.
no, I know, I know.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. My logia fruit is nature incarnate, a source of life that rivals the seas. Huh. Okay, so everybody partying. It's time you learned a hard truth. Humanity only got this far by enforcing heritages,
Hierarchies.
hierarchies. I'll butcher that word. Sounds like bulging muscles, but uses Cajun for forbidden hatred fars. We got to put non-affiliated nations like yours in their place. That order is what keeps life going. Prejudice breeds stability. What? So just like every other admiral, he obviously has his own philosophy, which as he believes that humanity needs to kind of be separated, that everyone needs to kind of be under a certain hoof, a certain order in order to survive. No laws will be broken if you all die here. Rah ha ha ha. That's his signature laugh. You can go ahead and try to stop me. I'll butcher thousands of your people. Yikes. What's up with the Marines being kind of evil a bit? Like just like I'm gonna butcher people.
Yeah, it's getting a bit overdone. I'll be honest.
Yeah, they're supposed to be kind of good guys. Oh, Dart, you still here? Oh no, he left. What happened? Speak of the devil.
Maybe he left unintentionally or was dropped somehow.
No, he back. These people went through 20 years of tyranny. Now they're finally able to celebrate the liberty. And by the way, Kat, you can read a bit too if you want to. No way am I letting you spoil that. Who are you supposed to be? I'm Yamato, Kaido's son. Every word you just said makes me sick. Oh dang. Man, that hurt. That's some hockey you got there. Kaido's. Hey, hey, be politically correct. Be politically correct. Don't finish that sentence. If she said, I mean, if he says he's Kaido's son, he's Kaido's son. Okay, okay, Greenbull. Don't do it. You'll get canceled. Well said, Yamato. And we have no intention of permitting you to lay a finger on our recovering heroes. Blast breath. A dragon. Oh, Momonosuke from the go against Greenbull. Interesting. You know, I kind of like Are you at the panel yet when Momonosuke says puff?
Hmm?
Are you at the panel yet with Momonosuke like says puff?
I'm actually well past that.
Okay.
I tend to speed read through these chapters.
Okay. Well,
Same.
I like how Greenbull looks like Sandman, kind of.
He's like Sandman made out of plants.
Well, the reason I use speed read too, like I'm reading inside my head, but it's like I gotta read out loud. I can't just sit here in silence.
So his fruits kind of like it almost kind of reminds me of Pika to some extent, but whereas with Pika he would merge himself in with something. Green Bull just sprouts plants and can seemingly merge in with the plants himself and combine
Yeah,
himself with them. That's pretty crazy.
yeah, and it's not like he's moving the mochi around him like Cat turned out to be. He's like actually um a forest, which is an element apparently. Um,
Apparently, yeah.
all right. By the way, have you seen the chain at the beginning, man?
Oh yeah, dope.
Yeah, that's the One Piece chain. Got Luffy's hat on it and one poster. That's why I didn't stream so long. I was trying to get that.
Hmm. Are you still reading it? Hello?
Oh my god, bro. I put it on mute. There's too much going on today, man. Too much going on. It's like it reminds me of the Dofi panel. I'm so angry to the point where all I can do is smile. He said something like that. I'm past the point of anger that all I can do is smile. But yeah, I was like, "Yo, is Shanks gonna pull up?" Oh yeah, you ain't done with the chapter, is you?
No, but I feel like I'm getting close to being done with it.
All right, slow down a bit, man. Slow down. This takes me back. Last time I was here, we were all giving older son a send off. Momo and Hiri must be all grown up by now. Boss, let's go. We love to see it. Let's go. See Luffy around. This monkey finna fight greenbull, man. I'm telling you, this monkey powerful. I still don't regret having that monkey in my top dirty list. He really is something now. Hang on. I'm not ready to meet Yas Usopp yet. Man, shut your bum ass up, bum ass dad. You gotta meet your fucking son. I'm sorry. I don't know why that pissed me off. I'm getting tired of these bum ass parents, man. It's like,
Hey,
geez,
it should piss you off. I mean, there's no damn good reason for why any of that happened.
yeah, bro. He's talking about, I ain't man with Usopp yet. Man, you gotta face your consequences. He's gonna Usopp gonna pull up on you, be like, why you get shot?
Can we just call them the dead hair pirates instead of red hair pirates?
The deadbeat pirates.
Yeah, the deadbeat pirates. That's what they're gonna. That's what I'm gonna call them from now on.
Apparently, Shanks is a deadbeat according to the movie.
And instead of the Red Force, I'm gonna call it the Dead Force.
Dang.
The Dead Force just makes it sound cooler.
Yeah,
it does, but it's for deadbeats. Deadbeat Force wouldn't really sound that
Just
good.
call them deadbeat pirates. Hang on, I'm not ready to meet Usopp yet. Shut your bum ass up. Kid's here too, right? It hasn't been that long since that brat tried to pick a fight with us. Oh, they remember Kid. Okay, Kid. Okay. Hey, Kid got some clout. Shank's hair looks a little different. Look at this. This nigga Luffy built different now. Dot. It's red hair ship. Seems like they got CP9 agents on board. What a pain. Who cares? Let's go. What are they after? It's not like we got any proper treasure. Only some minor devil fruit. What's the big deal? Oh yeah, because Shanks would know that fruit wasn't just normal. So it makes sense why he picked that fruit out. Isn't it just the one that makes you rubbery? No, it's a god tier fruit. Oh, oh yeah. I'm feeling it with the flashbacks. That's still crazy. He lost his arm to a Sea King. Like, how strong is that Sea King? Top 15 in the series, or was he just?
I wouldn't be surprised if it's some kind of weird fishman that can turn into a Sea King.
Top five Sea King.
Top five like Judge.
That.
Top five like Judge. I guess that the top officers have a pass with him. They really know the Straw Hat Luffy. They say he's like a rampaging demon monkey. A monkey talking about a monkey. Hilarious. He's totally out of hand. I'm not planning to have a reunion with Luffy here. Nani? Don't you remember what's going on in our own backyards? Oh yeah, that Bart guy claimed he was under Luffy. Bart guy. Oh, Bartolomeo. Oh yeah, they did meet in a cover page, huh? I forgot about that. He put his mark up after burning down our flag. We'll be failing our duties if we let that slide. Well, I guess Sake. Hey, Beck. Isn't about time I go and claim it?
Yeah, man, gonna have to talk about that one.
The One Piece?
All right, I just finished it. I better go back into the stream. See what's going on.
Wait, Shanks wants the One Piece?
Apparently so.
But why has he not been trying to get it? And why does he look so menacing in this panel? He's like, I ain't gonna meet Luffy because I'm against Luffy. Like he's gonna be Luffy's enemy. Huh.
I hope not, but that's what it's seeming like. It's seeming like Oda's gonna make Shanks into his Aizen.
I thought that like because I mean he did say I have some special information about a special pirate, right? And the way we assumed it was that the way we assumed it, at least I came to the assumption was that he was talking about Buggy. That he ended up talking about Buggy because Buggy ended up being Yonko, and it's like, why would they give Buggy all this clout? And maybe Shanks was hyping up his boy Buggy. And that's a special pirate that he talked about. But it seems like the Dearies were right. He actually is a snitch. He actually was talking about Luffy.
I
Now, I
yeah,
would say this.
Eh,
I think this could be one of the things where it's like he still cares about Luffy, but he's like, "You're my enemy, bro." You know, like
I
um, I don't know.
I mean, you're not done the chapter yet, so I don't really want to go into much
Okay,
of a
I'll just
discussion on it.
continue.
But
I'll just continue.
after you finish the chapter, hopefully we can get more into it.
Okay, I'll just continue. Um, Navy headquarters, New World. We can't let the Revolutionary Army go unchecked any longer, Akinu. I know that, but we don't have any more Marines to deploy. The ones they're calling Flame Emperor Sabo. That's the name of the chapter, Flame Emperor. He's become a champion for much of the world. Oh shoot, yeah. Of all the participants in Reverie, the one that was killed was descendant of one of the founding 20. That's why I really wish they showed Reverie instead of going off screen. From 80
Mm,
years, Cobra. Oh shit, no. Oh no, what the fuck?
yeah, I think we expected
Dude.
that, but
Oh
RP
man,
with fellow
Cobra, good
Aquarius.
man. Cobra was a good man too. Damn. Damn. All them years on the foot of someone else just to get a dollar back, just to get bodied. What?
I mean, but Cobra was never a fighter. He was a
It's
great
not about that,
ruler, but
man. It's not about that. It's like, dang, bro. Dang, why I care about Cobra so much? What the frick? I feel it. Dang.
I'll be honest. I was kind of like,
Huh?
I was kind of like,
I ain't recognize that I care about Cobra so much. I
I'm
remember
just
that
like,
speech.
man,
I
he
remember he
had
was
death
talking.
flats for years.
He said what?
I say he had death flats for years.
Oh, dang.
yeah,
What about
right.
Sabo? I don't know. This fake news. Oh man, that sucks. I'm sure this is of grace and I feel for this more than like the random off-screen deaths in Wano. Besides Izu, man, we need an Izu bath scene. But anyways, I'm sure this is of great significance for the waste opportunity right there, man. They shouldn't have killed Izu before the bath scene. I'm sure this is a great significance for the Revolutionary Army. A few hours before that, they attacked the homes of the Celestial Dragons in the Holy Land, destroyed a monument of the Divine Dragon Claw and the symbols of the world nobles. It was a blatant declaration of war. Admirals Rokazuki, whatever the fuck, and Fujitora took charge of the Navy's defenses. But in the end, they succeeded in freeing their former comrade Kuma from the Celestial Dragon's slavery and managed to escape. I'm sure that okay, Vivi's over there. I'm gonna cover that up though.
Even though Kuma was pretty messed up last time we saw him.
Well, they probably freed him, but Kuma's probably still like a vegetable.
I
Sad.
mean, he literally had blades sticking out of him that they jabbed into his body.
Oh, Jay would say he don't think he's dead. Well, it is One Piece, so he's probably not dead. You're right.
Uh, I
At least not killed by Sabo. Like it could be a
or
situation like remember when
yeah,
Nami made like she killed Usopp. You
he
know?
definitely wasn't killed by Usopp. Did I just say Usopp? I meant Sabo. Definitely wasn't killed by Sabo. But I mean, it's possible that he's just badly beaten and he's in a prison somewhere. You know, being used as leverage of some kind.
Maybe it was something like he had to escape, so yeah, Sabo pretend to kill him.
Because I'd imagine they'd want to torture Cobra, not just kill him. Like find out what he knows.
And I feel bad for Vivi right now. I wonder how she's feeling if he is dead.
I don't know, but well, I actually kind of have a theory about what
Vivi,
what
man, I love Vivi. Like she hasn't been around for a long time, but I remember wanting her to be one of the Stripes.
I actually have a theory on that. Are you done the chapter?
No, I'm not. That's why I told you to wait, bro. Like, dang, like calm down. You gotta take it all in for one
No,
too.
because you start talking about all this stuff, and it's like, oh, it sounds like he's done.
Oh, I'm just talking out loud. I'm just talking out loud. I'm just accumulating my thoughts as I go. I'm sure the animals were restricted because they were fighting in the Holy Land, but don't make excuses for them. They still were garbage. Not only was King Cobra assassinated, but around the same time, Princess Vivi somehow went missing. We are still investigating. Who is this? Tenzo. Look like an average Joe. Navy Criminal Affairs Unit Chief Tenzo. That's a cool ass name though. Dang, I can even looking a little thick, look a little fat in this panel. Like why they drew him like why would drew him like this? He looked fat, like he been eating some cheeseburgers. I bet seriously though, in this panel he's like I'm guessing that's supposed to be all muscle, but he looks fat. With the little signature one piece skipping leg day. I bet Alabasta, that's a reading that's a translation error. Alabasta is in chaos. Their ship hasn't even left the red port. It's hard for anyone to come and go given the circumstances. Oh, Ben Beckman. Does that mean we can close the case on the attempted murder of Saint Charles? Saint whatever the fuck.
Wait,
Execute the criminals in the Holy Land. The
I,
gods knights have what?
oh, sorry.
What you say, Cat? What?
I had a question. Did it say Saint Charlos?
Yeah.
So wait, there was an attempted murder on Charlos.
Yeah.
Man, why couldn't he have died?
Which one was
True.
Charlo? Was that the one who reformed?
That was the
No.
one. That was the one that Luffy punched.
Oh yeah, fuck that guy. He should have got fucking murdered.
Yeah, he should have gotten freaking burned to death.
Yeah, and the Holy Land, yeah, that's why you gotta slow down to read it because you was like, wait, Saint Charles, you didn't even know.
No. I remembered that, but I wasn't sure if it was a different Charlos, like maybe a relative, or if it was himself.
Saint Mortisgord. Yeah, I'm butchering these names. I don't give a freak though. Execute the criminals in the Holy Land. The gods might have jurisdiction to mandate disputes. It's a complicated situation to say the least. And it's crazy because I read these words completely right in my own head, but when you speaking out loud, it's like weird. And why does this guy? Who does he remind me of?
Who?
This new guy, this chief or whatever.
Oh, the intelligence guy with the sunglasses.
Yeah, he reminds me of someone. He looks like Elvis.
He kind of does.
Yeah, he looks like Elvis. Thank you very much.
I don't know why, but there were some people out there having this. Apparently, they had this crazy theory that this guy could somehow be Captain Kuro, which is ridiculous.
Captain Kuro. Who is that again? Captain
Kuro was.
Kuro. Oh, what the freak? Why would they think that?
I don't know. Maybe it's just because there's a lot of us who would love to see him come back somehow.
He was such a dope character, and it's so weird to think like
he was so awesome.
And it's so weird to think he's actually so ridiculously weak because he seems so fast, and he like had a CP9 ability. Like, it's so crazy to think he's just actually really super weak. Like, Usopp would destroy him now. Like, probably like his hand tied between. I mean, with his hand tied behind his back. So.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Like,
he'd beat him up with his nose.
Yeah, because Usopp's actually kind of buff. Like, and then too, it's fun to think about that stuff. Like, I don't know if like maybe like Arlong got stronger off screen, but Nami will whoop Arlong's fucking ass now. Like,
oh, absolutely. She'd make him into a fish fry.
Yeah, like she would destroy Arlong, bro. Like,
because she's got Zeus now. I mean,
Arlong would be dead. Literally, he would be dead if he fought Nami. Like, it's
just hell, if it wasn't for the fact that Nami couldn't hit him, she'd probably be a good matchup for NL.
Man, even without her climate test, she might beat Arlong because her durability is kind of crazy. Like, you telling me Arlong like can take headbutts from Uatid or wherever, how you ever say that? Probably not. Like, he probably would not be fine. Like, Usopp and Nami's durability is definitely better than Arlong's. No doubt.
Yeah, I doubt it got stronger because.
But for the sake of remember when you had that whole reform Arlong stream, that would be but it probably didn't happen actually in story. It seems like
Yeah.
most of these incidents are linked to Sabo, so they're just putting all the blame on Sabo. His flames, because Sabo was angry. I remember him looking super angry, so Sabo just went ham.
Yeah.
He's like, wait, I'm VV's far. I'm actually a good guy. Fuck you. His flames of rebellion are spreading all over the globe. All 8 of those rebellion kingdoms were aspired to stage the revolutionary copes. While thank you. I gotta make sure I do his voice right. The revolutionary copes, while their kings were still returning home. It's almost as if they're worshiping him like a god. Flame Emperor Sabo, his bounty gonna go crazy. Sabo
His
was the
bounty better be at least 3 million. I mean billion, not million, billion.
Now I don't think it'd be as high as Luffy's.
I mean, he's arguably more of a threat now than Luffy is.
Well, he's not a leader though. He's not in a leadership position.
True.
And yeah, I see like maybe like 900 million, 1 billion. With the growth of his legend, you could say his influence is greater than the oh shit.
What?
Damn, Dragon fans, they did us dirty. They did us dirty. I remember
I think it's
taking
because,
so long Dragon was gonna be top 1 in the series, and like he's like, damn man, Sabo got more clout than Dragon now. Yeah,
I think
I'm
I
still
think
on my Dragon agenda.
I think it's because Dragon is like the CEO who basically just sits back and handles all the orders. It doesn't mean that he's not still strong, but he hasn't really been doing anything personally.
That's not the point. It's not the point. It's the fact that it's like they're like, man, this man got more clout than Dragon now. It's like I
Yeah.
felt it's like when they gave Luffy the Ryuma parallels instead of Zoro and Wano. That was just terrible. I'm not a Zoro fan, but y'all was suffering. Y'all Zoro fans were suffering.
That did kind of suck.
Y'all kind of had it coming with all the Zoro Kakato stuff. It still was sad to see. It still was pathetic.
Ooh, that was ooh.
Yeah, the Zoro Kakato era was terrible.
I just
It
hope
really
Oda
was.
doesn't do Dragon dirty. He better have him do some impressive stuff.
Yeah. But I guess this is payback for me roasting the Zoro stands on Twitter and on Discord. You know what I'm saying?
I'm still gonna do it.
Okay, because I am a bit of a Dragon fan. I hyped him up. I thought he was gonna be top 1 or at least top 2.
I think he's still at that level. So
I mean, we don't know, man. I mean, Sabo got more clout than him. Like Dragon he just sat on that island while Sabo was doing all the work. It's not a good look.
Yeah, well, that's the reason why he got clout. That's why I said Dragon's like the CEO. He's just sitting down somewhere drinking some martinis and.
Dragons was the most wanted man in the world, though.
Yeah, exactly. I doubt Sabo
How high is Sabo's bounty? If they say he got more influence, does that mean his bounty is
more? Yeah, but more influence just means more people may know Sabo. Maybe he's more. Because influence doesn't necessarily mean it's not.
You know You're right.
Bucky got influence.
Yeah, exactly. But
He got more
Luffy has a lot of
influence.
influence.
He got more influence because he out there making moves, while Dragon is sitting on the couch.
Yeah, exactly. He's just sitting back and being like, "All right, I'll get involved after my boy here takes care of most of the work."
Yeah, it's like he's just sitting back. What if what if Dragon is like Hercule? I mean, Hercule. No,
Hercule level. Oh God, I'd hate that.
or like Mr. Or like King from One Punch Man, or one of them characters, or like Buggy, like one of them characters that everyone thinks is strong.
Nah,
I'm so upset.
I'm honestly hoping that Dragon will be stronger than Shanks. I'm really hoping at least that.
I mean, hey man, we gotta stop Shanks. He's going after his own.
Hey, he's stronger than Buggy. He's already stronger than one Yonko.
No one's stronger than Buggy, man. No one's stronger than Buggy.
I mean, Shanks still only has one arm. I mean, that's got to do something to his strength.
Yeah, he lost to a fish.
Exactly.
I reached the rank of Fleet Admiral doing one hell of an error. I don't care where they try to hit us. We'll strike back in return. Oh, I missed all this bottom page. Oh, my baby. On top of that, Ben Beckman. I do the impressions to kind of get.
I love Becca's our impression.
I do the impressions to kind of get the character in my head so I can copy the voice when I read it. Oh, on top of that, his little brother, little shit, Straw Hat Luffy was dubbed the Emperor. The Flame Emperor's influence can even be felt in the pirate world. His younger brother just obtain the status quo. Right now, the times are forced to change. Cover and colored spread next week. Back-to-back issues will strike back and return fire at all fronts. All out war. We'll give them hell. Yeah, they should make me the voice actor for the dub, man. You know,
Definitely.
that'll be amazing. Just have me voice actor all the characters. Now, first off, what I'm gonna talk about first is what is the freak is Shanks talking about? Um, why you been trying to get the One Piece?
Oh man, this is
And
what
why are you against Luffy? Like
I,
you bastard! What the fuck are you talking about?
I
You
don't.
snitch ass nigga! Like what? The deadbeat pirates. You a deadbeat. Like it's not looking good, man. It's not looking good for Shanks.
I
He's a
don't. I
deadbeat,
don't.
and he's going against his own son figure. He's a snitch. Like what's going on with Shanks, bro? He's a rat.
We don't even know who the pirate was. That hasn't been clarified yet.
Uh,
So I'm not gonna make assumptions until there's actually a reveal for it. But I don't. I think
what a rat, man.
I suspect that it's because of Roger that Shanks wants to get the One Piece himself, because
It's possible.
this implies that Shanks knows what the One Piece is, and that's why it's important to him, because he's never been a power seeker. He's never been like, yeah, he's one of the Yonko, but he's never been, from what we've known of him, he's never been somebody trying to, ascend a plateau or, obtain new heights. He's always basically just been, I'm Shanks, this is what I'm about, and I'll protect what's mine and, help out from time to time, but I'm really not interested in any acquisitions here. So I have to assume that at least part of One Piece is some kind of a weapon that can be used against the Gorosei, or some threat. Maybe it's Blackbeard. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe Shanks just wants a worthy opponent to try to find a One Piece.
That could be it. It's like, Luffy, your final challenge. Let's see which one of us can get to the One Piece first.
That'd be
You make-
dope.
So Shanks gonna be Jing.
He's gonna be. Wait. You mean
Nah.
Joan's father?
Yeah.
I mean,
I hope not, man.
I mean, in all honesty, he's as bad of a father to Uta as Ging apparently is to Gon.
I mean, that's a non-canon movie, man. Let's not put it.
It is non-canon, but I mean,
like Luffy tripped to murder somebody in the and I'm gonna never mind.
but yeah, I don't know. It's so odd to see Shanks say,
And by the way,
it's
I'm
time
out
to,
bigger now since I'm done reading.
like, what doesn't make any sense is, if he wanted the One Piece all along, why didn't he just ask Roger? Because Roger was perfectly willing to tell Whitebeard where it was and what it was in that one conversation they had. So he didn't think to ask Roger, hey, what was the One Piece? What'd you find there?
Yeah, this is why I'm kind of going with your point that for it to make any sense, instead of him being just a random secret villain, it has to be something where it's like a weapon, But he didn't say he wanted to be Pirate King, so he's not really taking Luffy's gold probably in his mind.
I mean, who knows? Maybe it's for the purposes of helping Luffy out. Maybe this whole time he was just waiting for Luffy to get strong enough and gain enough clout so that they could work together to find it. Maybe.
Shanks did
Not
say him and Buggy would go to Lifetail eventually when they were kids, so maybe he's just
Yeah,
trying to do
so
that.
maybe he kind of sees Luffy in that light now, where he's shown that he has the strength and the clout to do all of this.
actually gonna change that picture. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. My bad. I was talking loud.
And there was also that implication or that belief people have where only a D can actually access the One Piece, and Luffy's of course a D, and Shanks, as far as we know, isn't one.
Yeah. Wait. You had an assumption that only D's can access One Piece?
Yeah, I have a feeling that's gonna become a factor where something about being a D is necessary for you to be able to either to gain entrance to where it is. I mean, we still don't know the layout of Laugh Tale. We don't know, what it looks like, save for I think we saw an image of it from outside of the island, but we don't know what it actually looks like on the island. We don't know.
We don't know what made Roger laugh.
I mean, that to me is like, I don't know. I'd rather he laughed because of his illness. Like he
What?
laughed saying, even this illness wasn't enough to stop me from claiming this treasure.
I kind of, when we find out what the One Piece is, I really hope that we laugh too.
I
Okay,
don't
so
want to laugh because if I end up laughing, that's gonna be like, this is what we waited all this time for. What's like the only thing that would make me laugh is if we find out that it's just a chest with a bunch of panties in it.
Oh, that'd be terrible.
Because that would make people laugh. Like, oh my god, that's what it was all along.
Why would that be the case?
I don't know. I'm just thinking about what I mean. A weapon's not going to make me laugh. It's for its reveal to make me laugh. It had to be something completely absurd.
Okay, so you
I
saw
think
earlier where I had the thumbnail. I'll change it to that. Okay.
I mean, I had a head. I had a.
You had some head.
No, I had a kind of. No, I was gonna say headcanon, but that wouldn't have fit what I was gonna say. I had an idea many years ago where the Straw Hats get to Laugh Tale, and there's basically there and where the One Piece is this huge room, and all of Roger's crew's treasures are there. So it's an item from each of them that was left there, which could potentially be treasured by others. And one of those treasures was a cookbook, which Sanji wants. A sword or swords, which Rayleigh once owned, that Zoro wants. Basically, the idea would be that there's a treasure that's a part of the One Piece, which every Straw Hat would have some kind of connection to.
I can see that. That's actually a
that'd be
cool
dope.
idea. Yeah, that's actually a dope idea. I like
And
that.
Luffy, who doesn't care about treasure, well, for him, it would just be, I don't know, something meaningful.
Made along the way.
What'd you say? Well,
Yeah,
but for Luffy, I think it will be something, but it won't be something necessarily of value. Because what Luffy values is not necessarily what other people would value. I mean,
freedom. I feel like a lot of people value freedom.
it could be something as simple as a message to him. Like, all right, this is going to sound a little bit crazy, but we know Future Sight's a big part of the series. Who's to say that Roger wasn't somehow able to see Luffy doing this all those years ago through Future Sight, and he writes a message to him?
Oh yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, that'd be kind of. That could possibly that'd be it would ask the question why he never used it to like the other
Well,
stuff like maybe like try to find a cure or something for his disease or whatever. I
yeah,
mean, he's not fearful of death, but
yeah.
it doesn't just
Um,
because you're not fearful of death don't mean you want to die.
and I could just imagine the message or the message saying, "Ah, so you're Garp's grandson," and started off that way because obviously he knew Garp. Um, like you could do that. I'm not obviously I'm not saying he's gonna do that because we don't know what Oda's gonna do, but if he did do something like that, it would be pretty sweet. Um, if he was to do something along those lines, not like, oh, this was all predestined and whatnot. We know he spoke with Arlong's sister, who could actually see visions of the future. So who knows what he found out from her regarding the future, regarding future events that he wasn't going to be alive for. Um,
True.
and he could have simply, said to Shanks, before I die, I have an important mission, important job for you. I need you to, find at some point in the future, you're going to meet a kid who will have the same kind of will that I had and the same level of ambition that I had. And I need you to kind of set that kid on the path to becoming a pirate. Like he'll be one who wants to join you. You know what I mean? Something along those lines.
That would be I think that'd be a little too much though.
It would be a little too much, but if it was Madame Shirley who told him about that because she can see the future, right? It could make it where it's not like Shanks actually knew the kid he was going to find. It's just he knew at some point he would come across somebody like that.
So does that mean he actually loves Luffy or he just values Roger?
I mean,
It can be both.
I don't think Shanks knew Luffy long enough to actually care for him in that way. Like, how long was he actually at that island?
He sacrificed his arm for him, bro.
Probably a few months.
Okay, dude. It ain't about time. It's about the time you spend.
Oh, well. If it was a month, that's enough time to.
I mean, he literally sacrificed his arm for him.
No, I get that, but what I'm saying is, if it was only like a week, I can't see you. I mean, unless you're just a really well-meaning person, I can't see you caring enough about a random individual enough to say, "Hey, I'm going to sacrifice my arm so this kid doesn't get killed."
Yeah,
the Straw Hats low-key do it.
Who?
I said the Straw Hats low-key do that.
Oh, absolutely they would. But, with this seemingly sinister implication of Shanks, I'm really starting to question things now. Like, because the facial reactions he's had in this chapter to things and his demeanor now just seems almost kind of like pulling the curtain away.
He's actually a pirate now.
I mean that's one way to look at it. Yeah. It's just I don't know.
It doesn't mean like what I said was like okay. So when I was basically saying, the idea that Shanks cares about Luffy but still sees him as a challenger, I think both things can be true.
Yeah.
I think it can be true that he of course loves Luffy, no doubt. I mean, you don't sacrifice your arm for someone you don't love unless you're a Straw Hat.
I mean, yeah, but if he cared that much, why didn't he stay?
He wouldn't take the One Piece for him.
Here's the thing, though. If he cares that much, why is it at Marineford he wasn't like constantly fighting to protect Luffy at that time? There were actually instances where Luffy was getting attacked by Kizaru or someone, and he was just standing there watching. Like he wasn't doing anything.
Around, no. He wasn't there yet.
He was. This was after he got on the submarine with Law, and they were leaving Marineford, and he's just staring out at the water, watching them leave. I'm like, Kizaru's shooting at them, and you're not doing anything about it.
I mean, that's a little bit of a stretch.
Ben Beckman got that handle.
Yeah.
But Ben Beckman wasn't taking shots at him. Like he warned him once, and then Kizaru was like, "Oh, I guess I'll go back to shooting at this guy."
And everything turned out okay. Seems like a
Yeah.
success to me.
True.
Trusted,
I mean, we could
he
pull out
trusted
the
Ben
future
Beckman.
side. We could pull out the future side argument where Shanks is like, "Oh, he's going to avoid all those blasts, so I'll just stay in here and do nothing."
I would say that's a bit of stretch. I think that's just more of him just caring. I mean, I think that's more of him just believing in Ben Beckman to handle it.
Yeah,
And
that could be
he
the
said he
case.
don't want to interfere with Luffy's journey too much. You know.
Well, yeah, but I think it'd be really awesome if Shanks behind the scenes actually was doing what he could to ensure Luffy's survival, but not doing it to the point to where he was actually interfering. Like imagine because we know he told Rayleigh about Luffy. What if part of the reason as to why he did that was so that Rayleigh would take an interest in Luffy and would want to train him? Because I'm pretty sure he wanted to train him as soon as he met him.
No,
Like,
I just thought it was a super funny situation. That's why I laughed. I'm just thinking about like Luffy drowning, and then Shanks saved him, and then Luffy like accidentally fall in the ocean again. It's like, well, you gotta do it yourself this time.
I thought you were gonna say Shanks loses his other arm. He loses his other arm, and now he has to fight only with his feet.
Oh yeah. He's like, well, I already sacrificed one arm. You got yourself this time.
He loses both arms, and he has to have the members of his crew feeding him.
But yeah, you saying Shanks only they feed him his arm. But anyways, you saying Shanks only helping them so much. That's what made me think of that like kind of funny situation where it's like well, I help you one time, but the next time you're on your own.
Sorry, Luffy, I can't swim well with only one arm now. You're on your own. God. But
he lost his arm to a fish, and he's like one of the strongest characters in the series. Oh, I don't think Oda knew how strong he was gonna have to carry his back.
I think it would have been better if he used a prosthetic. Like he had like a prosthetic like blade attached to his stump, and he could use that to fight with alongside of the sword in his other hand. But anyway,
that would be cool though.
it would be really cool. It's something I thought would be pretty cool. Like when he gets serious, he attaches it, and he's like, "All right, it's time now."
Then that Shanks day made me pretty much forget everything else that happened in the chapter.
Something I wanted to say about Vivi before I forget.
Oh yeah, Vivi. Let's talk about her. Yeah.
So I have I have I guess it's a theory that because of the quote unquote death of her father, which even if he's not dead, the world believes that he's dead. And Vivi's obviously going to believe her father's dead too. So she's probably going to be thinking to herself, they killed my father, they're probably going to come for me next. Where would be the best place for me to be that's safe? Probably not at Alabasta, because they can just come knocking at my door anytime and kidnap me or whatever. So what if I met up again with the Straw Hats, rejoin the crew? That way I'll be safe with them. And, it'll also bring her back into the fold because she still is considered a Straw Hat.
Yeah. I
feel like Vivi needs to rejoin at some point because she's going to be important to the story again.
She's also going to be wanted because because like she was like one of the people that Emu, however you said his name, M Summer was trying to go after, trying to purge. And by the way, Dar, how you feel about that, man? I'm gonna give you a chance to talk.
Oh, I feel good about that. I'm just kind of like
you feel good about it.
I'm on the I said I feel all right about that. So I'm still on the Yamato for Straw Hat bandwagon. So if it's
Oh, are
either
you talking
or, I'm
about
picking Yamato.
okay, I got you.
No, I'm not
Vivi can
saying
go
that.
somewhere else.
I'm not saying Vivi joins in place of Yamato. I'm saying Vivi takes back the place that she originally had with the crew, but Yamato's still there too.
See, my
Oh,
thing with that is that like then we just kind of got a lot of Straw Hats.
yeah, but we need. I mean, it's kind of a sausage fest a bit.
It is. It really is.
Yeah.
And I mean, with Jimbei, he's the 10th, correct?
Something like yeah,
Uh.
yes, it's
Yeah.
10. It's 10. Unless Yamato joins, she probably gonna join.
Wait. Not. It will be 10 including Luffy, and then
No,
yeah.
no. Wait, you sure that is?
Yeah, it is 10.
I
I'm
thought
It's
like,
10 now.
yeah.
yeah. It's
Because
like
I
it's
believe
10
Frankie.
including Luffy.
No,
Yeah, Frankie.
Luffy is the 10. There's
Well,
Yeah.
10
well,
members.
If we
the
don't
10th,
include Luffy,
It's
then
it's
it's
9.
9.
9.
Yeah. Because Frankie was originally the 9th to join. He was the last to join, and then when Jimbei showed up, he's now 10.
No, wait, are you sure? I thought
Wait,
Brooke joined. No,
Brooke.
Brooke came
Brooke was
after.
the.
Oh, I'm sorry. Why did I forget Brooke joined after
And
Frankie?
then
Wow.
Jinbei was the 10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
And then
unintentional joke right there. Jimbei is a 10 in more ways than one.
I mean, according to Robin.
Oh yeah, exactly. Uh, but I'm with you, Dark. I'm on the Yamato joining side too. I mean, I like Carrot. Don't get me wrong, but Yamato is just she's freaking cool. She's kick ass. She's got that awesome fruit. Yes, I know I'm biased, but
I mean, more than one person can join. Like,
yeah,
like
True.
I mean,
but the reason why I was like, oh, good, because I thought Dart wasn't really like, I thought Dart wasn't like responding. Okay, so basically, I thought Dart was confused. I mean, I thought Dart was kind of just like he was not listening. He was just saying
like
good
he's looking at something else while he's saying good.
yeah, because
It's like, yeah, good, all right.
like because I was kind of asking him how you feel about the whole situation of Vivi losing her dad and stuff, and then he was like good. I'm like, dang, bro. I was like,
Oh,
good.
that's what you meant. That's what you meant.
Oh, I thought you meant like the chapter as a whole and like the stuff what happened.
I
I
I
think this was a
expected
good chapter.
it's a decent chapter. I expected it to be a little bit longer because it was a 4 month. 4 month. It was a 4 month break. So I was thinking, wouldn't it have made
It was
sense if
four
it was a
months. It
little
was just
longer?
1 month.
It's been one month. That's why I said, because it's a chapter that happened 4 weeks after the last one. I was expecting it to maybe be closer to 30 pages.
Nah, I mean that never gonna
Mm.
happen. But
I just
Yeah.
missed One Piece.
I mean I was kind of iffy before reading this. I think this was a decent chapter. Um, I didn't like it as much as because I think the thing is, if this was like me, like I guess a year ago, One Piece, I'd be like, oh my god, so much info. But it's kind of one of them things because I know Oda he kind of releases info and then he doesn't go back to it to life forever. So I'm not that hyped about the info. And I'm also just
Yeah.
and I'm just also just kind of a little bit confused. Like Oda's just making more questions that we have, and we already still don't have some questions already answered. Like why do they think Sabo assassinated the man? Is he actually dead?
Well,
Why is he
nobody would question that he killed Cobra. Who would question that Sabo killed Cobra?
Well, they look because they don't know Sabo.
Well, we the readers know Sabo would never do that. I mean,
Well, we think.
no, we know
I,
he'd never do that. We know he'd never do that.
I believe he went there.
Probably.
I mean,
We
I
don't
mean,
know
it's
though because the thing is Sabo does seem so good, but the thing is he is also it's kind of weird in One Piece where these people be like, I'm an assassin, but I'm like also like, there's a inherently good person, like,
well,
you
yeah,
know.
like with Whitebeard, dude was seen as a monster. Wasn't that way at all, really.
So we assume these things, but logically we can't hold up too much just because they may be nice to our protagonists, like, and stuff, and like I mean, that doesn't mean that. I'm not saying Sabo's a monster specifically. Like, it could be one of the things where he's like a well-attended extremist. Like, he kind of, I don't know. It could have been like a situation where it's kind of like he did like a pragmatic thing where it was like he felt like he needed to do it, but it was like morally questionable or something.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It's well known by anybody that knows anything about Cobra that he is not a fan of the Gorosei and was actively speaking out against them. And Sabo and the other
I
revolutionaries,
mean,
the
what
only
if
ones
Cobra pretended to be on the Gorosei side to protect his daughter or something?
that's possible.
And then,
Um,
and then,
It
then
could
Cobra
be.
killed
It
him.
could.
Oh,
Like
go
it
ahead,
could
bro.
be a. Well, you can go.
No, I said go ahead, bro.
But like it could be a situation where Cobra is gonna die anyway, and for public opinion to go in the revolutionaries' favor, it's like, okay, Sabo, you can kill me because people be like, oh, one of the original 20 family members just died by the revolutionaries, and that would hype them up.
Hmm.
oh, so you're saying Cobra asks him to kill him?
Yeah,
I didn't think about
Oh,
that. That could be
because
possible.
because
So you okay?
because
So
Cobra
hold
was
on,
sick, wasn't he?
hold on. I got a question. I got a question because I think I misheard something. Okay, so Dart, you said that did you say the situation why you think um you asked him to kill him?
I'm like, yeah, because like for public opinion and for people in the revolution to have their morale boosted because one of the 20 family members just died.
Mm,
So he made himself to a martyr. Okay, so
Yeah,
yeah.
I got a question. Do y'all think that was one of the situations to where Cobra? Okay, let me finish this before you say anything. I got three different. It's kind of three different three-way kind of question. Okay, so scenario one, was it a situation to where he kind of had the Itachi disease, where he was like coughing up blood, he was gonna die, you know, type of thing. Option two, was it one of them things to where he was finna get killed by someone else, so he just had, I don't know, Sabo go ahead and do, or it was a situation where it seemed like like there was no way out, so he told Sabo to kill him to start to be a martyr and to influence people and all that. Option three was a situation where he just so happened to meet Sabo and talk about this, which is probably the least likely option because it's like why he randomly just say, "Hey man, bro, you should kill me," so
I'm now
like
imagining that dialogue, bro.
I
Just
don't know.
kill me.
so what
Probably
you
the Atashi disease one.
okay.
Um,
You know the anime disease when they randomly just coughing up blood.
yeah, right. I'm
Yeah.
getting so
Random
tired of
illness.
that. By the way, a
Yeah.
mysterious disease that never gets revealed. Like, come on, just 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 say what it is.
True.
Um, like all right. I'm not trying to deviate here. I just want to say, had it in Yu Yu Hakusho, had it in Naruto, have it with Roger. We'll probably never find out what killed Roger. Unless it was poison.
Whitebeard kind of had a mystery disease too.
Yeah, although it was implied through one of his nurses that heavily his alcoholism might have been part of it. Um, but I mean, yeah, even that it was still kind of mysterious. Um, so yeah, I'm kind of tired of that whole cliche of the mysterious illness that never gets.
People think Luffy might get it, just like die at some
Oh
point.
my god, I would hate that so much. I would freaking hate that so much. But if it to comment on the thing about Cobra, I feel like a most likely reason for him to do that, if he was to do that, would be because maybe in his mind he was thinking, if I die, maybe they won't go after my daughter. Like if I die, as the king of Alabasta, maybe it'll somehow allow my daughter to get out of here safely. Um,
That sounds very much like him.
yeah, because
True.
because Cobra was already kind of speaking out against the world government, so he might have even been thinking, okay, I was a little bit of an idiot. Maybe I shouldn't have challenged them. they're probably going to try to kill me now. What's the best way to get out of this? I mean, I don't think he would say, "Hey, Sabo, they're going to kill me anyway, so would you please set me on fire so I can burn painfully?" But
Wow.
like, maybe I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
they did say, didn't they say Sabo burned him alive or something? Or he burned
that'd be.
No.
Oh my god, that'd be terrible.
What did they say in the chapter? They said something about flames, like him burning something.
They call Sabo the Flame Emperor.
Oh,
Which I mean,
hasn't
I
that
would have.
always been his name,
I
though?
would have rather him be the fire dragon, but
No, no.
We gotta know dragon people.
Flame Emperor has always been his name, though. I thought.
but that was also the name of Ace's strongest move is the Flame Emperor.
Well, I guess he's the better ace, depending on who you ask.
You'll never convince me of that just because he's got the same fruit.
I mean, Ace died a stupid way, man. I ain't never gonna see
Ace had better clothing. Sabo still wears that. Here's the thing that bugs me about Sabo. Sabo's a revolutionary, but he still wears that same noble clothing. Why didn't you get yourself a better freaking like shirt and pants? Why are you still running around like a businessman?
That's a good.
He gotta have a drip.
That's the point. They hate the nobles, so.
And that stupid pipe. He's still wielding that stupid pipe. Like, come on,
Hey,
man.
that pipe is drippy.
I'm sorry. I wish he had a new getup. I really can't stand that getup.
I mean, Sabo is kind of a rip off of Ace a bit, but at the same time, I mean, depending on who you ask. Some people argue we should have. Where's Sabo Emperor, by the way? He's not been around, man.
I like Sabo, but
I'm talking. No, I'm talking about the person, the Discord.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I like Sabo, but I need to see more from him so that he can stop being so he can start being more than just an Ace copy. Because
I would say this: Sabo at least didn't die an incredibly stupid way after people sacrificed themselves.
Yeah,
and I will never forgive Ace for that. I'm sorry, bro. I don't care what people say. But,
that's why we need to see more of him, so we can see what personality traits he has that Ace maybe didn't have. You know, like there's got to be difference.
Hopefully, Sabo would not kill himself over your dad joke.
Maybe, yeah, exactly. I'd like it if Sabo was more. I guess.
And I apologize, I'm being harsh to Ace, but I just always thought that was so dumb. Like the whole.
I thought it was dumb how Marco and company. Marco didn't just swoop down, grab him with his freaking talons, and fly off with him.
Like, come here, you little boy. Like, come here, you little. Like you little, like like an angry parent. Like, what you doing, the little?
Or maybe Whitebeard should have like knocked him the hell out and said, "Get him out of here."
Yeah, like literally, man. All them people came there and sacrificed themselves. I'm not gonna get that rant again.
Yeah,
that's a rabbit hole.
Pretty stupid.
Yeah.
But
anyways, man, not to talk ill in the dead, even they fictional characters. But there's what else we gotta talk about? Okay. So how y'all feel about greenbull's abilities?
I think it's dope, but I'm still ready to slander greenbull because all these people was talking about, oh, everybody gonna be messed up when greenbull show up. No, he about to get washed by the scabbards. He about to get washed by the scabbards, and I'm gonna be smiling the entire time.
I mean,
it's funny.
I'm not a fan of his personality at all. He's basically just, oh yeah, I'm straight up evil. Look at me. Like
he's evil, and he's also a simp for Akino, which is too like.
Yeah, it's like.
But he seems
so cool basically.
He seems so cool last time.
So he's basically the Bartolomeo to Aka Inu's Luffy.
But Bardo got better drip.
Barto's actually fun, man. Barto's fun though.
I mean, this is coming from me, somebody that never liked Bardo, still doesn't. But, it's like I almost kind of feel like this awesome fruit was kind of wasted on a character that I now just. Nah, man. First impressions of you.
His first impression though, like last time, I think he was dope.
But now it's like, oh, I'm your generic, supervillain of the week.
Which is weird, man. Like all these evil Marines.
Like, can't he just be another Fujitora where he's a he's an honorable person who cares about the people, and maybe
he did seem a bit raw, like how he was kind of torturing King and Queen, but it could be
yeah,
justified.
but that's King and Queen.
Yeah, this is a bit different because they're like top tier pirates, but now he's talking. I'm gonna like kill 40. I'm gonna kill like all your people or whatever he said.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
that kind of makes me want to see him get like thrown into the ocean and never seen again, and just give his fruit to someone else, because this guy's such a freaking scumbag. It reminds me of Caesar almost.
I don't know about Caesar. Caesar's scumbag, but dark. Um, I agree with that, man. It is funny because like Greenbull, they're like, man, Greenbull's gonna save this arc and all this, and like Greenbull's gonna be fighting Luffy and Sanji and Zoro, and like he's just going against the Scabbards. Like he's like equally.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
really an
They were
admiral.
talking crazy.
It was like
An admiral,
Amber Yonko, man.
an admiral can't take down the Scabbards, who even Kaido knocked away like they were mosquitoes. Really?
That's actually not true though. I would say the Scabbards were kind of putting in work against Kyle for a little bit.
Yeah, they cut him up a bit. God, woe is me! I got scratched up by a cat.
Well,
Like
I
that's basically all they did was, we can cut you up a little bit, and it just amounts to, little flesh wounds, but he just swats us away like we're nothing. Next chapter.
I mean that could happen with the Scabbards too, still though.
Yeah, I mean Yamato attacking him, I'm okay with that, because she was actually fighting against Kaido herself for some time. But the Scabbards, nah. Come on, man.
It all works with my slander agenda.
You're right. I've never liked the Scabbards. I've never liked the
Yeah,
Scabbards.
I don't know what you got against them, but
And I'm not going to get into it here, but yeah, I have strong hatred towards the Scabbards. I pretty much always have, with the exception of Ashura and Denjiro.
I never got it, but I feel
I think they're all right.
I'm going to say right here and now.
I think they're pretty cool, man.
I don't like the Scabbards because of the fact that they took away so much screen time from the Straw Hats in their own series when they hadn't gotten a lot of screen time in a while, and they got all these important fights when the Straw Hats should have gotten them, who are the main characters of the series. That's why.
No. They only fought against Kyle. Like they didn't fight against any of like Kyle's people.
I really did want the Scabbards to die so that the Straw Hats could become the new Scabbards.
No, they didn't. They didn't even like fight against like you're saying it like they went against like you're saying like Kinemon went against King or Izo went against Queen or something. But no, they just only fought Kyle and then they got taken out. No, they didn't really take up the Straw Hats.
Yeah, I just hope we're done with them. I really do, because
I mean, the Scabbards are supposed to get screen time. Is the arc where they're most important?
but
They about to go off and do other things.
they're
with
not the Straw Hats. They're samurai.
Yeah, but we get the Straw Hats like all the time. When
Not
we beat Wano, we'll get the Straw Hats. We can only get the Scabbards now.
And I mean, why do we need secondary? Why do we need characters that aren't even secondary to get screen time?
We have that every arc.
I mean, that should be. I mean, I feel like that should be. That should be the case. Like, not only your main character should be allowed to do stuff.
But they're just so awful.
I know, man. I don't get it. But I guess we can get to
the hyped up Scabbards that really didn't have amazing designs, and
like I don't. I mean, they're not the best characters ever of all time, but I just don't see how they're.
And the only ones that are still alive are the lamest of them. The coolest of them are either dead or not currently around, and that's Ashura and Denjiro. The others are kind of forgettable.
Well, you think Izo's unforgettable?
No, not him, but the others, yeah. Like
man, I would never forgive Oda for having to miss out on the Izo bath scene, man.
I mean, he kills Izo, but he keeps freaking Kinemon alive. Of course, figures.
Yeah, that was some bullshit. I'm not even gonna.
Come on, man. Really?
Try to talk.
And you're gonna kill Ashura, who just jumps into a freaking hole somewhere, and it's just like, yep, he's dead. Come on, man. That's inexcusable. That's
They got killed off screen, man. That was terrible.
yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, I didn't talk about it because like I said, I missed like a bunch of I missed reacting to a bunch of chapters, but I've been like seeing stuff off screen.
I
They
guess
did
I'm
it
just so tired of the One Piece community propping up the scabbards when it's called One Piece. It's not called Sword Piece.
wait, what? Wait, that don't even make sense, bro. Because I mean,
I just get
no,
so
no,
tired of people not having an issue with the scabbards taking so much screen time that in other arcs would have been given to the Straw Hats.
I mean, my
You
word.
know, the Straw Hats who
I would say this. I think that would have been better if like the show was called Straw Hats and you brought that up, but it's like called One Piece. It's not specifically.
and it's about the Straw Hats. It's their journey.
But you was talking about okay. I mean, you can not like the Scabbards. I just don't see like how they're completely awful. But that's just me though. But anyways, but what was I saying about Hawkins? Oda did Hawkins dirty. Um,
Oh yeah, he did. Oh my god, that was terrible.
Yeah, kinda.
Like, yeah, he's a bad guy, but I mean, he's one of the supernovas. I mean, you're just
you
gonna
don't have to like a character to know they have purpose in the story beyond that,
you're
or
just
to think they should deserve a better send off for the sake of a character, for the sake of what the character means. Like he's one of the world's generation.
yep.
You know, and like he just
He
got
just
fucked around
dies.
too much. Now it is impressive on Killer's resume because his name is Killer, so it's nice to see him actually kill something. But yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Like it'd be kind of weird, like, cause like I mean, Shonen be doing that, where characters be like, "I'm gonna kill you," like Bakugo says all the time. He kills nobody.
Right?
But yeah,
At least we don't get that with Luffy, where he says, "I'm gonna kill you," and then nope, I'm just gonna beat the pulp out of you, and you'll be in the hospital for about a few months.
yeah, killer who never kills anyone. So
Because you,
it's dope from that standpoint, but they could have made it not look Hawkins look at whack. Like he's like,
yeah,
I got a 99% chance of losing against you. Like pathetic.
yeah. I mean,
Like he's like, it turns out it was a 99% chance of losing against you, whatever it was, or like a 1%
and I
chance.
feel like we didn't get an we didn't. I know we're not gonna get flashbacks for everybody, but if any of the characters absolutely deserve flashbacks, it's the freaking supernovas who we've known about since pre-time skip.
Yeah, also Hawkins at the beginning of this arc brought up that he had a card that could unleash people's potential, and that never got brought back up.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, a lot of things in one that got brought back up. Like Zoro had so many promises this arc. He said he was gonna round the samurai. He said he was gonna kill Orochi. He said he was gonna kill Kaido. He said that such and such. And then, besides fighting, Oda didn't deliver on Zoro when it comes to his characterization.
And his fights were kind of meh.
Even the real mill parallels got taken away from him. Like that was scary. That was crazy. I'm not as big of a Zoro fan as some people, but that was terrible. It was like, wow. What you gonna say?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, and his fights were kind of meh, but
You think so, really?
yeah, not
He was
even
going
not
crazy
anywhere
against Kaido.
close.
I think fighting wise, Zoro went in.
Going against Kaido was great, but Zoro versus King was just lame to me. Ended too quickly.
I think both fight. I think for both Zoro versus King and also Sanji versus Queen, their beginnings were great. Like the beginning of the fight setup were amazing. Just like Luffy versus Katakuri, beginning setup was great, but it faltered over time.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing where Sanji destroys the suit and he's like, I might turn to a monster, and like you see Zoro and Sanji, they both slash up King and Queen. They're like together, like just making sure Sanji gets his focus too, not just slurping down Zoro's sword. That was great stuff. And then it's like they go off their separate ways, and how King and Queen both relate to him. It was like it had such great setup, but it's like they ended their fights too fast.
Yeah.
That's why those two definitely deserve a lot better in that department. Also in the character department too. Like I mean,
I think King was a good. I think King. I appreciate him more. Like when they reveal his backstory. His backstory is better than Kaido's, most definitely.
Yeah, but that's just because Oda was being lazy.
Kyle's
I mean,
backstory.
come on. Like, you're a great writer, but you can't come up with something better than that for Kaido? One of the Yonko? Really? Come on.
Yo,
Don't tell me that. This man's been an author for how many years now? And that's the best he could come up with for Kaido's backstory.
Dofi is still my favorite villain in the series after that.
I still think he's a great villain, but is he one of the best? It's debatable. I mean,
How is debatable that Dofi is not one of the best?
I don't know. We might feel
Dofi.
better.
Oh, I thought you said Kaido. Yeah, Doflamingo, I would personally still consider to be,
That's
if
what
not number one, then two.
oh yeah, Kyle's debatable.
Yeah,
That's what he's saying.
I don't know. We might feel better about Kaido when we learn some rocks though.
Kyle is cool, but you know we need more than coolness.
Yeah.
Cool characters.
He basically had the same backstory that Douglas Bullitt had in films and Stampede.
Wow.
He was at a war torn country essentially and was a child soldier and fought in all these battles and eventually became a pirate. It's like, yeah, that's basically Bullitt.
But I mean, the problem with that is that his backstory don't really make sense for his goals.
Nope.
Like, if he experienced war so long, I mean, if he experienced war at such an age and it dramatized him, why would he want to start the biggest war in the world?
Yeah, your guess is as good as anyone's.
It's as if like someone witnessed shoot, I don't know, inflation, right? And they're like, man, my family suffers so much from inflation. But more, I want to call inflation upon the world. It's like, why do you want to do that?
No, that'd be like inflation caused so much problems for my family and everybody around us. So what I'm gonna do is destroy the economy. Like that's basically what that would be.
What you said? Say it one time.
That'd be like if somebody, to use your example, it would be more like that person who went through all of that suffering due to inflation, then decided that they were going to destroy the entire economy and make it awful for everybody.
I mean, that does commonly happen with villains, and that's not even specifically bad. Specifically, it's more the fact that he enjoys it, right? Like it's not like something where he's just like this tortured soul who's like, I've been in so much pain that I want people to experience the pain I've been through. Like it would still be selfish, but that'd be more understandable. It's like he enjoys war. It's like it's weird because it's like he was traumatized by war as a kid, and now he wants to cause war, and
Yeah.
it's confusing. It's like my brain. It's like it's confusing. His
And
backstory.
there's still so much of his life we didn't even see. I mean, we didn't see this. This should have been when we got the Rocks flashback. This should have been because you had both Big Mom and Kaido here, and really didn't amount to anything. It really didn't, lead into their pests, which I would argue this was the perfect opportunity for that because
Now we
they're
do.
the
Now this is why it's so weird. That's why I say I'm iffy on Oda because I was like I'm hoping, but I'm also like, I don't know if it's gonna be good because Oda's so weird. He would drop something like Kaido's whack. I mean, his Kaido's weak backstory, but then he'll also like give us like the 5 chapter, the whole 5 chapter Roger backstory. Like that's still crazy that Roger has a bad backstory and Kaido's art than Kaido in his own art. You know? Did you hear me?
Yeah.
And Dark, what you guys say, man? I know we probably ranting. I hope you ain't messing your mood up, bro.
Nah, it's cool. I just like being silent.
You chilling, man. You be chilling, bro.
I mean, I don't think we've gotten
Like,
Roger's backstory yet. I think that's coming.
No, we
But
did pretty
I'm
much.
just
Odin's list was great.
Yeah, Odin's was great.
Wano may be better in the retrospect. That's all I
hope
really
so.
gotta think about it.
I hope it gets better after a lot more is revealed in the rest of the series about
Yeah.
things that weren't touched upon. Because
I will hold off on the Shanks thing a bit for now, but for like certain stuff, I will not. But wait, I'll ask y'all this: do y'all think you think Momonosuke is gonna get a good showing against greenbull, or he's gonna get washed?
he should get washed. I mean, just being grown up a bit shouldn't really have much of an impact.
For my Greenbull slander agenda, I say Greenbull about to get washed by Momo.
Yeah, it better be Yamato. It better be Yamato. Just because he's got an adult's body doesn't mean anything to me.
But I remember people was putting Admiral over Yonkos because Big Mom and Kyle was swimming in lava. Now, I would say that Akino was probably over the Yonkos because I used to not think that, but he might be over the Yonkos now because I mean, it's Big Mom or at least I don't know. It's hard to say because old man Whitebeard. I mean, he's not. Is he as strong as Big Mom and Kaido?
No, he was
And
stronger.
You think he was stronger?
I think he was absolutely stronger.
You think he was stronger, or just the way he was portrayed made him seem like he was stronger?
I think Whitebeard was absolutely stronger than the two of them.
nah, I don't. I'm not sure. I think that. I think full power Big Mom and Kaido would beat Old Man Marine for a Whitebeard. I still think it would be tough, but nah.
They just their feats were just not nearly as impressive to me as Whitebeard, and I don't just mean his fruit. I mean overall what he was doing. Even as an old man, he was far more impressive than Big Mom and Kaido. Okay, maybe not so much Kaido, but Big Mom. Eh,
I mean, Big Mom. That's why I told you to watch the anime, bro. But Big Mom actually, like, Big Mom saved Kaido a few times in the anime. Like,
yeah, but it's like, why the heck did you not put that in the manga too, Oda? I mean, crying out loud, stop being lazy, stop being obsessed with this ending your show so you can go on this stupid world tour you talked about.
I mean, to be fair,
Like,
he's been working on it for more than 20 years.
I don't
True.
care if he's been working on it for 20 years. You gotta give it a satisfying ending and make the rest of it good.
Did you see the I don't know if it was an interview, but did you see the thing where Oda was like, he's just gonna keep having fun, but like, if people don't like it, it is what it is.
Well, yeah, that just sounds like, hey, I'm
Yeah.
conceited, I'm an asshole, and
You
if you don't
saw it,
like it,
you saw it too, Dark.
Mm. Huh?
You saw it too.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was basically like he was like he understands why some people
I
may
think
not
the
like it.
writers should have fun with what they're writing.
Right. I do agree with that. I do agree with that. But I do think you should also listen to your fans. I don't think there's any
Yeah.
problem with Gear 5. I think people are bugging. They should read another series. You may not like this take, but if you absolutely, because like the reason why I didn't like Gear 5 was because of the fact that it felt like it made Luffy kind of like the whole Naruto thing, where at first you think it's just his own hard work is why he got strong, but it turns out he has this special ability. That's the reason why I didn't like it. Now, if you
Yeah.
don't, but it did grow on me because of the fact that it turns out it's Luffy's imagination. If Luffy
yeah,
didn't
but
have, his
right.
imagination wouldn't be as strong as it is, right?
And
That's
here's the other difference between
also,
Naruto.
and let me finish. Before I lose my dot. Let me finish. Before I lose
Sorry.
my dot. Shoot, I forgot. Okay, what was I saying?
You were saying something about Luffy's imagination and
All right.
how it wouldn't be as powerful if he didn't have an imagination like he does. At least I think you were.
Yes, I said Luffy's imagination would be as powerful as imagination he was. And how do
Right.
we start that conversation? We were talking about basically. Okay. Oh, we're having fun. Okay, so basically, that's what my problem was from it. The idea that it seemed like Luffy wasn't actually, got there by himself. But I have a problem with it
But
being goofy. Like you have a problem with it being goofy, then you probably shouldn't watch One Piece because
see,
One Piece is a
Yeah.
goofy manga.
Kind of like the people that didn't like Buggy being a Yonko.
I mean that was guaranteed to happen. He's always
Yeah.
killed the character. Of course it was going to happen.
And Buggy said he was gonna be Yonko though. Like
I mean, and to be honest, yeah, he might not be that strong, but he's a former Roger pirate. He's probably got a lot of knowledge about the world that many pirates don't have.
he also has like high level like prisoners on his crew.
Yeah, he's probably he could be an interesting outlier where he's the one member of the Yonko that's not so much strong himself, but he's got a lot of strong people protecting him.
Right. That's the
That
case pretty
Yeah.
much.
that could be kind
And
of cool. That could
and
be kind of
I
cool.
also still kind of got my theory that Shanks was hyping him up, even though it's a little bit iffy now that if he was talking about Buggy or Luffy. But I kind of had my theory like after Buggy became Yonko. I said it early in the stream. The idea that Shanks basically hyped up Buggy, and that's what made him Yonko.
Who knows?
I think that too.
But
Who knows? I mean,
Dark.
Yeah.
um,
Hey, do you have any like how do you feel about did you already say how you feel about the whole Shanks One Piece thing?
It's like, yeah, I think Shanks just kind of wanted a worthy rival to get the One Piece rather than anything sinister.
Hmm.
Then again, he did say he's going to go after Barto, and it's like, oh, come on, man. Like, I may not like
I
Barto,
mean,
but that man don't deserve to die. That man don't
I,
deserve to die.
we
Bart's
don't know
not.
if he'll die, but he was disrespectful. He
Because
burnt the flag.
I think Luffy would legitimately get angry at Shanks if he was to cut Barto's arm off or something. I
Yeah,
mean,
Eh,
he definitely would. Why you
I
getting angry?
mean,
Why would Luffy not get
I'm
angry
like, Bardo burnt their flag. That's disrespectful.
do you really think that Luffy's going to look at it that way, though? He's not going to care about the stupid flag. I doubt he
I
will.
think Luffy would care, but also the
Ain't three
pirates.
too
Things
far.
happen.
Yeah, but Luffy's not really a pirate. I mean, he is, but
He is in spirit.
he has morals, unlike a lot of pirates. I mean,
Hey, two watch the
saving
anime.
all those people.
Luffy kills a bunch of people too. That's another reason to watch the anime. Like in
And
Wano,
I mean, if he has killed anybody, it's just Marines. He hasn't killed any truly innocent people. He's gone against those that are against him.
yeah, I'm just saying the anime. Did you see that red hawk in the anime dark? Like a giant red hawk?
Yeah.
Luffy was wearing black. Like ain't no way them dudes done dead. Or like when he squished that guy because he spilled that red bean soup. You saw that too?
Yeah.
I was like, that guy has some.
The anime be popping off sometimes.
Yeah, like Chomper and Usopp in the tank versus Big Mom. Like Chomper and Usopp blew up some people. Like and Big Mom and Kid actually looking impressive in the anime. Like, um, yeah.
All I'm
Good
gonna say is,
man.
Oda, not to say that everything in Wano was bad or weak, but I really hope you learn from your mistakes that you did make
You know
with
he
the
did.
Wano arc for the future, because Blackbeard deserves a hell of a lot better than this for his arc.
Oh, you know Blackbeard's gonna get off screen. Something's gonna get off screen with Blackbeard.
Man, if that happens,
Man, people be thinking Shanks gonna get off screen.
if he ends up being sinister, I'll be fine with him getting off screen because it's like, you freaking rat bastard, you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
I agree, but
it's like
I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about Shanks right now. I don't know. I'm gonna wait, but
it's like Blackbeard has all these powers and whatnot, and he just gets off screen. No. I'd rather Emu got off screen.
well, I ain't talking about the fight off screen. I'm saying something about his character would get off screen. Like something older would build up, kind of like how we said how he built up with Kaido. Something that he builds up with Blackbeard's character won't get touched on. That's basically it.
It's like yeah, like what if we never found out what who's the pirate Shanks was talking about?
Oh my!
I would honestly, I will never stop slandering Oda if that happens.
I would be pissed.
I'll
That
never
would be
stop
terrible.
slandering him. I'll say, you know what? I knew you were a lazy asshole.
That would be terrible, man.
It really would.
That would be terrible.
People aren't people aren't critical enough of Oda.
Now,
They just
yeah,
aren't.
Old did some great stuff too, though. Like I said, like Rogers' flashback, but I was just saying it's kind of weird that Rogers or Odin's flashback was so much greater than Kaido's. It's just weird, but at least that was pretty good. Like I didn't really like the Odin twerking the street. Because I didn't think that made sense. Like
I
I
mean,
thought,
nobody liked that. Let's be honest.
I mean, that didn't make sense. Like he should have like tried to do something behind the scenes or like try to like. I saw a meme somewhere. I wish I still had it. It was something where like it was like a meme where Odin had asked Whitebeard for help. You know. Instead of just twerking the street for 5 years, like
And what does Whitebeard do? Does he start working with him?
no, he's okay, like he's
Whitebeard's like, okay, brother, I'll join you. Man, the thing is, even despite the things I have a problem with regarding One Piece, I'll always be a fan of it because Luffy is one of my favorites. So there's going to be a lot of bias there because of Luffy. And like that's what's going to keep me going pretty much no matter what, because with Naruto, I never really was a fan of Naruto himself. Ichigo, same thing, pretty much. Even though I think he's a cooler character. But Luffy was the one of those three that I actually gravitated towards, that I actually felt something for, that I actually connected with. The other two, not really. I mean, so despite what I said about the Wano arc, the things that I didn't like, every time Luffy was on screen, I pretty much put it on the back burner. But I guess we'll see what happens. I mean,
Yeah, me too. Even with some of the problems in One Piece, I'm always gonna be happy when another chapter comes out, and I'll keep reading to the end.
mhm.
Yeah, we kind of trapped now. We kind of had to read. I mean, I be taking breaks. Like I took a long break. Like I didn't read multiple chapters. Um, like that's why I was kind of bringing up some stuff. From earlier chapters that I didn't get to talk about. Such as Kyle's backstory. Like I've been not out for that long. Like I've been out for that long just reading off screen sometime or reading spoilers, but not actually checking out the chapter. Like I even said in general of the Discord, join that by the way. Um, by watching the fact that I'm strange. I'm not really excited. Like
I'm not either, really.
if
I'm,
anything,
I'm
I was more excited to show off my chain because the fact that I this thing is so cool and I spent like I've been working hard. So, but
I don't really get pre-excited for One Piece anymore. I just kind of like, oh, a chapter comes out, then depending on the chapter,
yeah,
will
exactly.
raise to lower my hype.
Yeah, pretty much with that. That's the best way to put it. Because I used to be like, oh shoot, One Piece is out. I gotta check it out. Like I'm so hyped. Like it just like like my blood stopped pumping and all that. But I was like, okay, it's out. I'll see how it is. Although I kind of assumed it would be good. I think this chapter was decent. I just have a problem with more questions. Because we
I
already
th-
have questions.
I think the Sabo stuff and all of the reveals about what's going on in the world could have been saved for the next chapter, and just let this focus on Green Bull, and because you just introduced this guy for the first time, and we're seeing more about him. And it's like, nope, gotta address this, gotta address this, gotta address this. No, I would have saved that for the next chapter.
Yeah, and then Oda kind of does this thing to where it's like he knows people gonna make it a 10 out of 10 just because Shanks shows up. Shanks could be like scratching his booty, scratching his cheeks, or something,
I thought
or
you were gonna say scratching something else.
Shanks could be taking a dump. He could be drinking some water.
Right?
He could be breathing. He could be doing anything. And people would name a 10 out of 10 just because Shanks is in it. But I'm not gonna do that.
People would get hyped up just by seeing his sandals.
True.
Oh, man.
Hey, it's the young king. Come on now, you know you gotta do it.
Yo, what's up, Teddy? Hey, what's up, Raph? I mean,
What's up?
Hey, yo, what's popping, people? How you living?
we living all right,
I'm
man.
living good.
I got
Yeah,
I got some things happened earlier. We ain't gonna talk about that though.
Yeah. Join
But
the
what
Discord to find
technical
out, people.
difficulties?
technical difficulties, both off stream and in stream. We'll just say that. We we,
Bet.
we know.
Hey, all right, man. Shit, we
That's
don't talk
after
about
dark.
it.
That's after dark. That's after dark. So how
Yeah.
do you feel about this chapter?
Hey, listen, bro. Can we talk about Momo shooting blanks? That shit was wild, man. This motherfucker tried to fire a borrowed breath and just smoke, just puff smoke, bro. I'm like, bro, what are you trying to do? Like, I don't even know. I don't even know what he was trying to do, man.
What was Blood waffling about?
What?
That's a Twitter man. What was Blood waffling about?
Oh, I don't know.
So
Twitter be weird.
what you finna say, Dark? Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm finna.
Said Twitter be weird.
Oh,
I
I was
don't
just
know.
with y'all talk for a sec. So how do you feel about like what was your favorite part of the chapter? And what another chapter were you iffy on? Did you love the whole thing? It's always your Mass and Teddy.
Hey, what's up?
No, I'm asking, what was your favorite part in the chapter?
Oh,
And then,
bro, the Flame Emperor by a long shot. I mean, I love Shanks, right? God King, top one in the verse. Nobody can touch him.
hmm,
That's my stance. I don't care what anybody says. Haki Master, you already know. However, um, I've always felt like Sabo didn't get the appreciation he deserves. Just because, like, you know how people say, oh, he feels like a replacement for Ace, right? Like, Ace died, and since people seem to really like his character, they're like, hey, let's introduce another uh, big brother figure for Luffy that also inherits the flame fruit. On paper, that's like, you know, like a fan fiction type thing, you know, and people were excited about it. At least that's what Oda probably thought going into it, and a lot of people were like, "Nah, see, I feels like Ace from Wish." You know, that's the way some people look at Sabo. They don't
yeah,
like his existence.
it
They're
depends
bothered
on who
by
you
it.
ask. It depends on who you ask.
Yeah,
Some people love him. Some
Yeah.
people are okay with him. Other people are like, man, this dude's just a ripoff.
yeah,
Some people even think he's better than Ace, depending on who you ask. Right?
yeah, exactly. Like for me personally, I feel like he's what Ace would have been if Oda knew about or had fleshed out Haki earlier, right? That's the way I see it. Because I think of the three of them, he wasn't either the strongest or he was really close with Sabo. But when I saw Sabo, instantly just off the strength of the fact that he had Haki and the Ryu Soken, I'm like, yo, this motherfucker over Ace. I don't care. Like, I like him better already. And just his whole demeanor and everything, his approach to how he acts on his beliefs, I love it, right? And when they infiltrated Marijua, clearly you can see that Sabo is a man who gets results. He's not like Dragon. Dragon is hella passive. He's here like, he's always, I guess, focused more on the political aspect of things. And he's like, okay, we're not waging war against all of the Holy Land. It's only specifically the Tenryubito Celestial Dragons that we're after, and this, that, and the other. Sabo said, hey, you know what, man? Fuck this shit. I'm going in guns blazing, literally. And what has that done? It has earned him the title of Flame Emperor. Forget Yonko. He's his own breed of emperor, nigga. Come on now. Entei on deck. You already know what it is, bro. I fuck with this shit heavy. Like, when I saw that, I was so hyped. And keep in mind, like, I was already getting hyped from seeing Shanks. I'm like, yo, look at the beautiful locks on this man. Red hair Shanks, man. Akagami for a reason. And he's like talking about, oh yeah, let's go get the One Piece. I'm like, nigga, what? I didn't think you was interested in it like that. You didn't seem to show any initiative, and that's a separate issue that I have with Oda, where it seems like everything is still until the Straws make a move, and then all of a sudden everybody's now moving also. So that's always been something I've been kind of weirded out about, because I'm like, I feel like all these pirates, right? They're veterans. They've been out on the seas for a long time. So my thinking is they probably have been making moves. They should be ahead of the race right now. And to see a greenhorn like Luffy catching up to them so quickly,
Hmm.
kind of crazy to me.
This goes to Declan.
But you got opinions on One
He
Piece?
can't leave it
Hey,
out because she started chewing on it.
hey, what was your favorite part of the chapter?
And I mean, she can have a at the end. I just don't. There's any left.
Hey, what was your favorite part of the chapter, ma'am?
Who?
Oh yeah. There we go.
Oh,
Wait, were you talking to me?
I'm so confused at what's going on right now. I have no clue.
I was talking to her.
Oh, I'm sorry. My mom's talking to me. That's why I wasn't responding.
Yeah.
Oh,
Um.
All right. I'll be back later.
Okay. What was my
wait,
favorite
Zibo,
part?
you were talking to his mom. You're wild, nigga.
No,
No, no, no, no, no,
Wait,
no, no.
wait,
Come
wait a
on,
minute,
come
wait a
on,
minute.
come
I
on,
was
come on.
asking
Hey, 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 hey.
Okay,
Chill,
is there a girl in the chat?
chill,
There's no girl in the
chill,
chat, right? There's no women in the chat, right?
I'm in the
This
chat.
man,
chill.
this man said, dude, I'm chill. Listen to me. Fucking listen. He said, I was asking her. Who's her in the chat? Who's her right now?
I was asking his mom about One Piece.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, oh, so you're talking to his mom? That's wild. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's just a joke, man. Not going for your mother and anything, man. Relax. Goddamn.
She was talking on the
4K,
mic. She was talking on the
4K.
mic. No,
I
she was talking on the
can't
mic.
believe we're talking about this nonsense.
She was talking
But
on the
anyway.
mic like he has an opinion on One Piece, man. Like he has an opinion on
Come on,
Um,
man.
Like, gotta keep it PG, people. Come on. Okay, well, not PG, but gotta keep it, you know.
Clean and classy. Yeah, I feel you. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm not gonna touch on that Sabo stuff because we could have a whole other hour discussion about that. But
Sabo just brings the drip.
How you feel about Sabo having more clout than Dragon right now?
who, me?
Teddy or any of y'all really?
I mean,
Man,
I don't think
listen,
he has more clout.
Dragon's
he
Dragon's been
does.
around a lot
Dragon's
longer.
Dragon's clout raises every time Sabo's raises, man. That's automatic.
But here's the thing, man. Of course, Sabo got more clout than Dragon. They even said it. They said so in the chapter. They're like, yo, he's making big moves. It's the same thing that's happening with Luffy, where there's pirates that have been out on the seas forever. Luffy shows up, whoop the asses. All of a sudden, now it's the Luffy show. You know, that's what's happening. Like this is the next generation taking over, bro.
But
Like,
here's the
it's just-
difference.
what's the
Sabo's
difference?
the doer. Dragon's the CEO. He's
Yeah.
the general. He doesn't have to be out there doing things himself
Yeah,
personally
but guess
because
what?
he's the Sengoku of his organization. You know,
Yeah,
so
but when you're Kamabaka Allen sweating, your credentials, they go down a little bit. I don't lie
no,
to you.
Nah, his career
Well,
rises, man.
his
I'm the
job-
leader. You
Dragon's
raise
job is
my
not
rank.
to be a battler. His job is not to be a fighter. His job is to be a leader. Sabo's the one who's the commander of the military itself.
Yeah, but
That
the thing
doesn't
is,
mean that
right?
Dragon. That doesn't mean that Dragon, wasn't for years doing all sorts of crazy stuff,
Hmm.
and that he's not still really strong. It just means his quote unquote, his second hand, his right hand man, is taking care of it all because he's the numero uno. The
But here's the
second
thing, right?
one takes care of the stuff.
Here's the thing, right? So you've made the analogy that Dragon is like the big boss CEO. He doesn't have to fight. His organization is called the Revolutionary Army. It's an army, bro. If you're going to be the head of an army, you need to command respect for your troops. Meaning that there's
And
got to be something about you that they're like, okay, like not only are you inspiring by what you do, and you also command authority in us, you also need to be strong. That just goes
you're
back because it's
saying
an
that he
army.
isn't just because
That's why
Sabo's
he
doing
top
all this stuff
5.
right now? You don't think the reason why Oda's doing it this way is so that he can keep Dragon's strength and what he's capable of and everything about his character a secret until he deems it
Absolutely.
absolutely necessary?
Oh yeah, 100%. I see it like that. However, right?
Okay.
I fuck with Sabo heavy. I'm running on a Sabo hype. So I'm like, listen, if
Well,
this
yeah,
man is gonna have more clout than Dragon right now, I'm not even mad at it because one of
no,
the
you
ongoing
shouldn't be.
frustrations we've had, right, as a community is that for all the respect and the hype that Dragon gets, both within the verse and also from the fandom, it's criminal that we are 1,000 chapters deep and we don't have a single feat to put it to his name, where we have like somebody like Shanks who's equally as elusive and legendary, right?
Yep.
So by some people's standards, and we've seen him do some things, like when he
He's
pulled up to Marineford, where you're just like, okay, you know
done
what?
some things.
We
That
seen
yeah,
Dragon pull up on
but-
Smoker.
I mean, with Dragon, though,
smoker, don't do that.
like
And
my
Smokey
thing
got
regarding
respect.
my thing regarding Dragon is this: it is really frustrating that we haven't seen him even have a little scuffle. That wasn't just, hey, I'm going to kick up a bunch of freaking wind here and blow everybody away. It does frustrate me that, during that whole, oh, we're declaring war on the
Tenryubito.
celestial dragons or whatever, and the dude doesn't freaking show up. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense for that to be the case. So, yeah, deep down it does really pull on yank on my chain. But the thing is, I feel like Oda did this for two reasons with this chapter regarding Sabo. One, it's to show that Sabo really is on the level that the fan base thinks he's on. You know, when people were
First
coming
commander
up,
level, at the very
remember,
least.
like during Dressrosa when he was basically smacking Burgess around like a rag doll and all that stuff, people were thinking,
Mhm.
"Oh man, Burgess is weak." But what I was saying was, no, it's not that Burgess is
Same.
weak.
I was not Burgess is weak. It's just that Sabo's busted.
He's just
Like,
that much stronger. That's how I look at it. And
and
and you know, with this current chapter, it's basically Oda confirming that yeah, he's on that level. You guys were right all along. In your
and
assumptions about
didn't he fight
Sabo.
Burgess after Fujitora?
No.
Yeah.
Wait, did he?
I think it was because like after the whole thing with Fujitora, they were like, okay, you know what, this is not gonna get us anywhere.
Yeah.
Let's go separate places,
Um.
separate ways. And then he had to deal with Burgess trying to. I think that was the order of events. But
Yeah.
regardless, that just adds to his hype, even if he fought
Exactly.
Burgess before, because it means
And
that oh, this man already put in work, and he
right.
was going toe to toe with an admiral. That's
And
just
I
crazy.
also feel like Oda's also doing this to hype out Dragon because people are going to be thinking,
If
okay,
that's the number two, what's the number one looking
this
like?
is what the right hand man is doing. Yeah,
Yeah.
he probably has more clout because he's actually doing a lot of stuff. But that's just because Akainu and all them don't actually know what Dragon might be up to. We don't know what he's we don't know what he's planning, who he might be conversing with, who he might be trying to form alliances with. I
Mhm.
mean, but I do think that it's because Oda probably figured I need to confirm that how do I say this? That Sabo is a powerful force, and not just in terms of strength. I mean, in terms of authority and in terms of influence. He does have that amount of influence. So I think that's the reason why he did that because there were people who would say things like, "Oh, Sabo's cool. Sabo has the fruit now, and all this." But a lot of people were surprised that it wasn't Ivankov that was second in command. Which I mean, he was in prison for a good while. So,
True.
but with Sabo, it's like, all right, it's kind of like how Ace, in a way, was so much more hyped up than Whitebeard because when we first meet him in the story, oh my God, he's one of the commanders of Whitebeard's crew. This pirate who we knew only the name of. We didn't know what he looked like. We didn't know about the Yonko or that they existed. But we were already pretty hyped then about Ace because he's like one of the main men of this legend that Buggy was freaking out about, and basically saying, all right, just let him eat. Just don't mess with him because it's going to be dire for us if we screw with this guy. And I think that's basically what he's doing with Sabo now, where he's thinking, I don't need to hype Dragon up anymore because I've already done that. It's now time to hype Sabo up because, okay, well, this is just me talking now. I personally think that Dragon will at some point die and Sabo will take over. Because not because of the whole kill the old generation to replace it with the new, but because Dragon is going to have to get involved in the fighting personally at some point when everything goes into chaos. And there is a good chance that he could, no matter how strong you are, it is possible for you to, because no matter how strong you are as even as a top tier, high tier character in One Piece, you're still mortal. Like you're not a god. You have all this crazy strength and whatnot, but there's a limit to what you can do. There's a limit to how much you can handle. And, I think, who knows? Maybe he won't die. But I can kind of see him doing that, potentially, with also kind of as a way to sort of to juxtapose the Whitebeard pirates, because we remember how Ace was supposed to succeed Whitebeard as the next captain. Oda, in my opinion, is kind of doing the same thing here, where Sabo, the next in line to become the head of the Revolutionary Army, is doing all these things. And whereas Ace didn't succeed Whitebeard because Ace died,
No,
maybe Sabo will succeed Dragon.
that's
I
possible.
think he can definitely do that. Yeah, I don't know that Dragon would need to die necessarily for that. Like, I can definitely see a passage of the baton over to Sabo. The thing is, right, with me, I feel like we haven't gotten enough built up with Dragon at this point for me to even care of his fate. And it's one of those things where if Oda somehow writes a scenario in which Dragon dies, to me it'll just feel like it's something to kind of artificially build up the tension, kind of like the deaths that we got in Wano. Honestly,
Yeah.
Izo, I could care less.
Yeah,
Aphrodite, I could fucking care less. Like it was really underwhelming to me. I feel like he tried to show that there was a sense of stakes, and that's why like
They got
yeah.
killed off screen, man. That's the worst thing about it. And then, like, the next day, Kiku just lost his brother, or she
and
just
7 days later we're totally fine. Like we ain't worried
like,
about it, man. It is what it is. Like
Yeah.
after not seeing her brother for years now, like 20 plus years. Or was she also blitzed to the future with Kinemon again? She
No,
wasn't, right? Yeah. It was only
Hiyori was with
Kanjuro,
Wano that whole time.
Kinemon, and yeah. It was Raizo, Kanjuro, and Kinemon, the only three with Momonosuke. Yeah, so
The
yeah,
sister got left behind.
and then,
Which,
and then like 10 days
yeah,
later, just got over it and having a bath scene. Like,
think about how
yeah.
screwed that up that is. Okay, yeah, her mother didn't like intentionally leave her so she'd become a prostitute, but if I was Hiyori, I'd be pretty freaking pissed. Like,
I'm like, why didn't you send me to the future with my brother? That's crazy.
yeah, like I have to stay here, and okay, well, that's the other thing that's kind of nasty. Denjiro was protecting her and also serving as an underling of Orochi, but this dude let her become a freaking courtesan. Like,
But you know what? You know what I
I
think, though. You know what I think.
mean,
You know
we
what I
don't know
think.
exactly what she did.
She didn't do nothing. Not
I
a
hope not.
single thing.
She,
She
she
didn't
was
give up the box, bro. Because
nah,
you
for
see how
women
she
do
was
that.
using up these
Women do
niggas.
that today. Got women taking all the men's money, ain't doing nothing.
And giving them nothing in return. You see, like Bingo, Bongo, like they got done dirty, grimy, because
hey,
Hiyori
that's
just on
exactly.
Twitch.
listen,
She just on Twitch.
that's a choice to go to OnlyFans. That's a choice to pay for OnlyFans. I mean, it is take advantage of people, but I mean at the same time, that's their choice. Like,
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, for me personally, I don't think she was in the wrong. She saw an opportunity, she took it. That's a business move, and nothing wrong about that.
now she was just trying to
It's on
survive, man.
them to not get played. Yeah, no, she did what she had to do to survive, man. Like,
Plus, they were bad people.
She was definitely drawing it back, but she was just trying to survive.
yeah,
You can't
yeah,
really-
and honestly, the way Denjiro was devoted to Odin, I don't think he would have let his daughter, give up the box like that out like
Actually,
crazy. Like, he
Yeah,
wouldn't
she
have
ain't
done
getting
that.
clapped up under his roof.
No,
you know what probably happened?
never that.
I just remember that old guy that she cheated out of all of his money. She
Yeah, the
probably did
bongo
that
dude.
to every
Yeah, yeah,
single
yeah.
other guy. And
Oh, yeah.
and
Wait, what you said?
that old dude that Hiyori was,
He
basically
sold his
manipulating
business
thinking-
and yeah,
That's
took all the money. Be like,
that's super
let's
simple.
go away. Yeah, that's so dumb. That is so dumb. Like,
I think she probably did that to a bunch of people.
yeah, no, that's what she
Like,
does.
they were bad people though.
Because
No,
they
they
are bad
deserve it.
people. Yeah. Because remember when they had the parade when she was on her way to see Orochi, if you remember, it was all three of them, right?
Mhm.
Bingo, Bongo, Bongo. They all got bamboozled and Hunu got the money because they did the same thing. They were like, "Oh yeah, she promised that she's gonna go, elope with us if we get all our money together and go away somewhere." It's like, nah, nigga, I'm gonna
I
take your
mean,
money and toss you right out of my palace. Get
I mean,
lost.
Oh yeah.
you
Fuck
really,
you
really
thought this
can't.
was?
You really can't hate on Hillary for it, especially
Oh
since.
no, I don't hate on her.
Dude,
No,
I
no,
love Komurasaki. I hate
listen.
Hiyori though, but I love Komurasaki. She a bad bitch. She a businesswoman. Fuck with
Wait,
her
wait.
heavy.
Which one was the one who was a prostitute for money?
Komurasaki.
Komurasaki.
Oh, yeah, Kurmasaki, yeah.
Supposedly, yeah.
Oh, Kurmasaki. We especially can't hate on because we know Nami would do the same thing. Even though, I mean, Nami would just do it.
Exactly.
She would just do it
Nami
just to
should
do
probably
it.
even actually give out the box because
But
she'd
I
be
wasn't
like, "Yeah,
hating
I
on her.
understand you paying for these goods, you know." Like she's taking that shit to another level. She's like, "Hey, you know what? You want to get look at how, like in Alabasta. I'll never forget the happiness punch, man. That shit was powerful. She's like, hey, it's going to be 100,000 berry each now. Y'all better be ready to pay up. I don't think
Yeah,
she ever collected the money though.
Nami would definitely have OnlyFans if she was in our world. But
Definitely.
Oh, and she'd be
Nami is
slaying
just
too.
being a Nami would just be wearing her regular clothes, having to pay $100 for OnlyFans.
Hey, for real, for real.
Nami would
Because she
have
got she got
outrageous
that
stuff.
boss energy about her, man. She's like, hey, you like this, and you gonna pay money for this.
Yeah.
Like it's not for free. Okay, you respect the grind, respect the goods. You already know. But yeah, no, like the thing is, right? With this whole Sabo situation, I don't know
Y'all
if you
niggas
noticed that
stupid,
people
man.
are really divided, man, about this. Like some people they're hyped up, other people are disgusted. They're like, "How dare you sully Dragon's name?" I'm like, it's not sullying because the thing is, right? You have to look at what the story has given us, both by the world standards and by our standards. Dragon has been extremely passive. He
Mm.
hasn't been making the kind of bold moves
You
you
know,
expect from a revolutionary army. Because when you talk about revolution, it means that we have had enough. We are fed up. We are taking up arms and we're rebelling against the status quo, right? Which is funny because it's just opposed with Green Bull's brand of justice, where it's like prejudice helps, justice be right, something along those lines. It's like, oh nigga, you're bugging, but hey, we're
oh
gonna address
yeah,
that later.
that's the thing too. I forgot to talk about that. Like his whole philosophy of like everyone needs to be under the rule. Like he's like lawful evil pretty much. Like everyone needs to be under the rule in order to be stabilized. Like humanity to stay survive to survive.
And this man is so funny though, because he got bonked over the head by Yamato, and he's like, "Hey, that's dumb. Why do you do that? Dak, you're going a little too hard right now." It's like,
Yeah,
yeah, well,
Yeah.
it makes me wonder. See, this is the thing that Oda always does, where it is so impossibly difficult, but also really fun at the same time to try to power scale, because you see her attack him with haki, and he's only like slightly phased by it. It's not even. It wasn't a significant blow, right? He just made a comment like, "Hey, that hurt a little bit. Like, what is that?" But you know what? If we're gonna use that as a means to power scale Yonko and admirals, then admirals are definitely still below Yonko. Not by
well,
a crazy margin, but by a fair bit, because a similar attack wouldn't even phase Kaido. He'd be like, "Son, the fuck you trying to do? Like, what is that?"
true,
You,
true, true.
you know,
I
like, yeah,
especially since like, I mean, Auntie was probably above the Yonko because Big Mom and Kyle were swimming in lava for days. So
oh yeah. There's too many nice. I don't think they're dead. Some people think they are. We didn't even get like a proper
they're not dead,
announcement.
but it's so weird. They're not dead, but it's so weird that they just were swimming in lava for days.
Yeah, I know. But they one of them is a big iron balloon. The other one is like pretty much undefeated for the most part, minus Luffy and a few people, right? So I don't think magma or lava is gonna do too much to him. But yeah. I don't know, man. I feel like the way Oda's handled that is it's weird. I'm assuming he's probably going to circle back around to it at some point. I don't know when. I'm skeptical, but this is the Yonko saga, right? And
Mm.
Shanks is pulling up, so I'm thinking Blackbeard may not be too far.
Probably. Oh yeah, how do you
He
feel about
might not be
Shanks?
too
How
far.
do you feel about Shanks? Do you think he's like he's a secret villain, a hidden villain or something?
I
Or is
don't think he's necessarily a villain. I think he's more so a pacifist opportunist type of individual,
or what?
where like he's a pacifistic opportunistic person. So he's trying to keep things somewhat chill, right? Like
That's why.
he's
So
trying to
that's why
make
he's
sure.
trying. So that's why he's trying to snatch the One Piece from Luffy.
But here's the thing. Like I said, opportunistic also, because he saw the potential in Luffy, right? He was like, "Yo, if I play my cards right, maybe just maybe I may be able to get to that shit." Because the thing is, like, I guess all of the theories that YouTubers have been making is kind of affected my mind a little bit, my judgment of what I believe Shanks to be about. But I think he's always wanted to see the One Piece because that's one promise that he's made with Buggy back in the day. If you remember that, we're going to go there someday
Like,
with our own
yo,
crews, right? Yeah, what's up?
yo, my phone's about to die, so I gotta go.
Oh, all right, all
So
right.
good stream with y'all. Peace out. Have a nice rest of the day. Also keep up
Hey,
that
busy
Green
dog.
Bull slander and Dragon top five.
Hey, you
Peace.
already know, baby. Let's go. I busy dog.
Dragon
Peace.
Talk.
Um,
Peace out, bro.
but yeah. So I think what he did, right? He was just bidding his time, thinking, "I, we're just gonna see how plays out, and when the opportunity presents itself, we're gonna we're gonna make a move, right?" Because I
Mhm.
think Shanks is one of those characters, kind of like Whitebeard. He's a top tier, but he's not a D. And I think one of the implicit requirements to make it to that island is to be a D, right? They probably Oda's going to explain it at some point, but there's just something there that makes it so that if you're a D, then you can get to that place. So he's basically want to. That's kind of crazy to say like this, but ride on the coattails of Luffy and the gang. Be like, all right.
Hmm.
So
So he's just riding on corntails of Luffy the game. So does he actually truly still care? So did he actually truly care about Luffy the whole time?
I think he does. I think he's part of Luffy. But at the same time, I wonder if
Then Luffy's like
that
his
was
enemy.
part of his plan because this chapter made it seem like the criteria Shanks set for Luffy to be considered a great pirate is Yonko, right?
Oh,
It's
okay.
like, yeah, look, the way they phrase it in this chapter, it seemed like it's like now he's a great pirate. Like he's pulled it off. He's become a Yonko, right?
So,
They
so
they
this
they put
so,
the two like on the same scale.
so
Yeah.
this goes back to like a question I had earlier. Maybe it's something where he does care about Luffy. Wait, what's that? Oh, never mind. Maybe it's something where he does care about Luffy, but at the same time he sees Luffy as his enemy for the One Piece or something.
Well, he said like a competition, right? Yeah.
Competition, like yeah. Which is interesting
Yeah.
because you would think Shanks would never have been like something he would have to go against for his goal,
Yeah.
but someone I forgot was it Cat? I think yeah, it was Cat Curry, my boy Cat Curry. He basically said maybe the One Piece is like some type of weapon, like maybe the weapon needs to take on the world government or something along those lines.
It's got to be more than that. It's got to be way more than that. I refuse to believe that Roger saw a weapon and started laughing. Makes no sense.
But he was basically
Uh,
saying kind of justifying why Shanks would go after Luffy's dream and why Shanks would wait so long because it's like it's so weird. You said something about the prerequisite, maybe it's a prerequisite to do it, but like at the same time, it asks the question: why hasn't Shanks tried to go after the One Piece earlier?
but that's the thing I'm saying, right? He has. The only thing is there are some limitations in when you're just a regular individual. Unless Oda reveals that he's a member of the D clan, I don't think Shanks is. And so far, as we know, only a chosen few know of that place,
Mhm.
like Joy Boy, and I mean he's the one who started it all. So I'm assuming he was probably a member of the D. But the only person that we have on file to know for sure that has reached that place is a member of the D clan. And remember when Roger sat down with Whitebeard and was going to tell him about the One Piece and all that stuff, he also mentioned the fact that he's a D. So I think it's connected.
Right. That
You
makes sense.
see?
You
Yeah.
got some
And
good
so
sense.
the way I see it is just like um, Shanks wants to see what Roger saw. And
Mm-hmm.
he was hurt that he wasn't able to see it. So he's like, one day, me and Buggy, we gonna make it happen. Shout out to Buggy for Yonko. Now, I always believed in this nigga, right? But Shanks was like, I need to find a way to get there, and that could explain also the whole thing that he's got going on with Blackbeard, because he's also a decline member. And like they probably ran into some beef where he's like, nah, you're not the one. Because remember, even back when the when we saw the flashback with the Whitebeard Pirates and the Roger Pirates fighting against each other, right? We
Right.
saw that Shanks was fascinated by Blackbeard, especially the fact that he doesn't sleep, right? So I
Mm-hmm.
think he probably pulled up on him like, yo, my nigga, I'm trying to find out, like, how do you do that? Because being a pirate and all, you never know when somebody's gonna turn their back on you and try to backstab you or something. So maybe something of that nature. Just a lot of this is head canon, right? It's just
Yeah,
my
a
assumption.
lot of it's like you kind of lost me a bit,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah. So basically, right? Basically, what I'm saying is that he may have found out at some point that Blackbeard is actually Marshall D. Teach, right? He's a
mhm.
member of the D clan, and try to work with him to get to um, get to the One Piece, right?
Mhm.
He wasn't able to do that. You saw in the
Oh, so
flashback we
that's what
had
they
today.
fought. That's what they fought because he was
Yeah,
trying to get
yeah,
Blackbeard to help him find the One Piece, and that's what that actually makes a lot of sense.
right. Like it could be something like that. And so after that, you notice how in the flashback when they go to get the Gomu Gomu no Mi, he already has a scar, right? So I think after that plan
Yeah.
fell through with Blackbeard, he was like, I bet. I mean, let's go big then. He probably knew about the whole legend of Joy Boy and all that stuff. He's like, okay, let me go find that fruit.
Hmm. And
And from then on,
he definitely knew how strong that fruit was going to be too. Like
yeah, yeah.
because yeah, I even said because it's like when we see it again from a different perspective, like we know that the fruit is kind of special,
Hmm.
and we see how angry Shanks is about the fruit because at first it's kind of weird. It's like why is he so angry that Luffy just ate a random rubber fruit
Yeah,
that
yeah,
powerful? And until they showed again this chapter, like they kind of cut it off a bit before he can explain why he wanted the fruit so much.
hmm,
But they basically kind of went over it again where he found the fruit, and then like they showed
yeah.
like that, and then they
And
also went back to showing like the emotional type of thing where he sacrificed himself for Luffy and all that.
you remember, yeah, giving
And
his
that was
arm on
good
the,
storytelling
yeah.
just in general too. Like as much as we get on older, I gotta say that was some good storytelling where he pulls you in with that emotional factor of like, dang man, he's like Shanks is really thinking, oh, Luffy's here now. He's gonna meet Luffy because yah this and that because Luffy has finally met his goal and we
Yeah,
got his
yeah,
sacrifice of million. Boom, he's gonna like I'm gonna take the One Piece from Luffy. He's like, oh man, what happened? It's
yeah.
like
Honestly, this thing, right?
yeah.
I don't even think he wants to take anything. He just wants to see it. Like I think because he said it's time to go for the One Piece, right? So I don't know if he necessarily wants to make it his own or something. Because one thing that's clear is that
You know what though? What if like he just like okay, so he wasn't gonna go after the One Piece until Luffy was ready to actually be a worthy challenge to go after the One Piece against him for it. He wants to give Luffy a fair chance, but he still wanted the One Piece the whole time.
well, the problem with that, right, is that that would imply that he always had all the tools at his disposal to get to the One Piece. So then it's like, why
Well,
compete
maybe
with
he was
Luffy
gonna
when
go
you don't
after
even
it
have it?
before. Maybe he was gonna go after it before Luffy said he wanted to, so he decided to wait until Luffy could be a worthy challenge.
Ah, I see what you're saying. So what you're saying, that's like very wholesome then. So what you're implying is that he really wanted that competition from Luffy. He was like, I'll wait for you. Kind of like the same thing that's happening with Mihawk and Zoro, where Mihawk is like, I will hold that title down until you come and find me. But
That
until
and
then,
also,
like I won't be defeated. Yeah, okay.
yeah, that and also because he cares about Luffy, so he does want to give him a chance, even if his
Hmm.
goal is to get the One Piece type of thing.
Yeah, yeah. And I think what may end up happening is that Luffy beats him to it, but he still asks Luffy like, "Yo, let me just go along with you just to see what this is all about." 'Cause that's what my captain saw. I never got to see it, so I want to see it. Some shit like that. But
I can
have
see
you,
that.
yeah, have you heard Morge's theory about how Shanks actually brought the fruit for Ace originally?
I haven't, because a lot of people be saying Mortis theories be crazy.
They be crazy, but the thing I like about his theories is that they're based in like evidence from the story, right? Like he doesn't just pull arguments out of thin air and try to make a theory out of it. No, he goes with facts and clues from the story and builds his theories based on that. So essentially, right, in a nutshell, he's basically said that Shanks knew that Ace was in Fusion Village, right? And he knew that
Mhm.
he was a D. I don't think he knew about Luffy being a D off rip. It's only after he met him at the bar. But by the time he had the Gomu Gomu no Mi, he knew Luffy, right? Because the way
Yeah.
they interacted, it seemed like they already knew. So that could put a damper on that theory. But he basically said like he knew that Roger's son was there and all that stuff, so that's why he wanted to give it to Ace originally. And that's why he freaked out when Luffy ate it, because he was like, "No, that was not meant for you, my boy. That's crazy."
Oh, so
And
you think Rogers wanted wanted Shanks to give um Ace the Gomu Gomu no Mi. That's what you're saying, right?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. And maybe not even Roger wanted it, but like, because I don't know if they had a chance to talk before his execution, between the time that he stayed behind with Buggy and when he got executed. I don't know if they had an opportunity to talk. So my thinking is just that he found out somehow, some way, maybe through Garp, because I could see Shanks having a friendly relationship with Garp. So maybe he found out through him that Ace was actually Roger's son from another D as well, the Porygas
Mhm.
D Ace. He's like, I bet I'm gonna bet my money on this kid. So he was gonna give him the Gomu Gomu no Mi, which in hindsight now I feel like it would have been a waste. Ace never had that potential. I don't care what anybody says. The
Oh,
man nigga
oh
is a
my,
bum.
oh
He
my.
touch grass. Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't like his ass. I have
I mean,
many, many
I
issues
do
with
think he
Ace.
was super bummy for how he died. Like he couldn't hold off. He couldn't hold off his pride not to take your dad joke, just not to
That's
waste
the
the
thing, that nobody
pride.
knew who he was. So for him to be in his feelings like that made no sense to me. Everybody loved him. Like I don't remember anybody being like, "Oh no, you disgust me. You're Roger's kid." He only knew what people thought
No, no, no,
of.
no. No, he turned back to his your dad joke to
Oh,
Whitebeard.
I mean, you're talking about, yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, yeah. That's lame. Like
That
we
was
already
funny.
know that. But my
Okay,
thing,
you
what
just
what I'm
created
saying is
bro.
bad.
Bro, get in the stream, man. You in the chat.
Who?
I'm talking about Cat. I'm talking about who was in here earlier.
Oh, Eric. Yeah.
Or his mom
Um,
had popped up. Um,
but yeah, like the thing with Ace, right? Like he was, he had this fuck, I forget the word, but
he had too
he
much pride. Way too much
not
pride.
even that. Like he carried a hurt that nobody asked him to carry, because nobody knew he was the son of Roger. He saw himself as a hated person just because of the idea that people had of an offspring of Roger. But what
Mhm.
he didn't see is that he went through life not telling anybody who he was for real. Like he was just living his life, and everybody seemed to love him. And even when he got on on Whitebeard's ship, and he told Whitebeard, by the way, do you know I'm a Roger's son? And Whitebeard was like, and what do I care?
I think
I
he
see
already knew.
you. I don't see. That's what I'm saying. He already knew, but then like they kept playing up the whole angle of, oh, like he was still sad about the fact that um, he was upset at the fact that he was Roger's son. I'm like, man, shut the fuck up, man. You piss me off.
See,
But regardless,
oh.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
it's all,
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry.
no, go off, go off. No, it's all good.
Um, I just wanted to chime in because I've never believed that Roger and Whitebeard were truly enemies,
Oh no, they're
more
not. They're not.
friendly rivals. Because,
Absolutely. They
you know,
exchanged gifts after fighting each other for 3 days. Come on now, like it's no
exactly.
fucking way
Like,
that they. Yeah,
oh, sorry about that. I hope that's not too distracting, that popping sound.
no, it's all good.
That's popcorn I got going on. But anyway,
Wow, so you ain't bringing popcorn to the homies? That's crazy.
hey, if I could, I would, but I'd
Yeah, I
need
know.
Cesar's fruit to do that. So
Yeah,
if
that's
you
true.
can get me the light fruit, I'll come on over. You know,
Hey, I bet. I'll see what I can do.
or no, I'm sorry. I guess Kuma's would be better for that because that's basically
Yo,
coastal
yeah, who
fishing.
will send people
Yo,
packing with that? Like, can you do that to you? Ah, yeah, you can do that to yourself. Yeah,
I
that's
just
true. Because
thought
he
that,
moved like
man.
that.
I
Yeah.
just thought that. What if, like, in the alternate universe, like Kuma was like a delivery man?
No,
Can you
yeah,
imagine your
he's.
your DoorDash order getting
Oh,
yeeted to you?
dude, you just gave me a crazy idea for a fan fiction. Kuma, working as a food delivery person, who's like the top assassin for the Revolutionary Army, and
Listen,
he just
the
like
tips
brings
would go
pizzas.
crazy.
He
Kuma
brings
got his own
pizzas over.
business.
It's like your order just got done now. 1 minute later, it's at your doorstep. Come on, now.
You
Like,
take
you
the
be getting
pizza and he
crazy
just puts his
tips.
palm up against you, and just boom, you're gone.
Oh man, you have to wear
Um,
gloves at all times. But yeah,
exactly.
Or he could
Um,
be like a taxi driver, pretty much.
but yeah, I don't think that Roger and Whitebeard were ever enemies. I think that was just, the Gorosei trying to keep up this facade that, okay, yes, there's bad pirates, but the reality is that the Celestial Dragons overall are far worse than most pirates are. And there's a lot of pirates that are still criminals, of course, but you know, there's a lot of pirates that actually have some good qualities to them. Um,
It's a
and
gray area all around, pretty much. Like
it is.
you got
I.
some good marines, you got some evil marines, you got some evil pirates, you got some good pirates. All
But you
due
know what though?
to the marines, most of the pirates do seem to be evil. So
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. And my thing is the thing that I don't like. Well, I won't say that I don't like, but it's a little bit of an issue with me sometimes. Is the fact that some people say, "Oh, Luffy and the Straws are going to redefine what it means to be a pirate," and I'm like, they don't need to redefine what it means to be a pirate because the Straws aren't really pirates. They're adventurers. What they do is, they go on adventures and they do things, but they don't pillage, they don't steal for the most part.
well,
like
The
Jack
only time that
Sparrow.
they kind of stole was Iscapia, but
they do
that's about
pillage.
it.
They do
They're like
pillage.
Jack
They just
Sparrow.
pillage. They do pillage. They just pillage bad guys.
But
Well,
that's the thing I'm saying, right? Because then it doesn't really count as pillaging because they're not doing it like people like Kid and his crew. They'll come through a town and you just do whatever, right? Proper pirates are like Apu or a Kid, or when they just pull up to places and they do whatever they please and then they leave. That's a pirate. Luffy and the gang, they always keep themselves in check wherever they go, and it turns out they end up being heroes wherever they go
Yeah,
because
but
they save the people and all that stuff. And I'm like, that's not pirate activity. So when people say, oh, they're going to redefine what pirates are, I was like, there's no need to do that because pirates are their own thing that they're supposed to be. There's no redefinition of what that is. The thing is, trust, they're something else entirely.
well,
I don't see them as
what
pirates.
happened to try is like if they take out like people that work for the government, even if they're bad people, they work for the government. So by definition, they're wanted, pretty much.
uh,
Yeah,
They
and
mean
that's
like,
fine. Yeah, yeah.
literally that's what happened. Like to shoot the warlords, they were just that's so messed up though. The warlords were
Yeah,
like terrorizing countries, and then you get a bounty for taking them out. Like
I know.
they work
That's
for the
why, like, I respect out of all the supernova, in spite of the fact of how dirty Oda has done him, I still respect Kid all over all of them, because when we get to Shabondi Archipelago, we're told that the reason why Kid's bounty is even higher than Luffy's is because he does pirate shit wherever he goes. I'm like, that's a real pirate. He's earned that bounty. He's wanted because he disturbs the peace wherever he goes. Luffy brings peace wherever he goes. Like, he's not a pirate, bro. I don't care. Anybody tells me.
I think
He,
I
he,
think
he's
I think
both a pirate and also not a pirate.
I think we need to look at it. We also need to look at it from a different perspective, though. That even though there's a lot of futuristic stuff in One Piece, it still is supposed to be set in the 1700s to
I think like
1800s.
1600, like around there. Yeah.
Yes. And because of that, even in those times, okay, let's say you were sailing around and doing your own thing, but you weren't really pillaging, you'd still be considered a pirate because that's a way they can label you as a criminal so that they can get you out of the picture. They can, make people want to go for your head. So yeah, they're pirates simply because they're labeled that way due to the fact that they have gone against the world government. But that's it. Um, Roger, I'd make more of an argument for being a pirate because
Oh, Roger was a trooper. Oh God.
Like I said, the Straw Hats do pillage and steal. It's just so
we
that
just, well, the problem is we don't see it. I think we need to. If the
But,
straw
but here's
hats,
the thing, right? Even if we don't see it,
we
right,
see
we
the
should
pirates
at least
on
have
the try to
some
steal it.
kind.
They
But that's
just,
the thing, right? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm just saying they just pillage bad people, but they do like steal.
Well, but and that's what I'm saying, right? Because if you want to be wanted by the world government or by the Marines, I mean, for being a criminal, you need to partake in criminal activities.
They have also
Mhm.
probably killed a lot of people.
Yeah, but that doesn't make
But
you a pirate.
but
Killing
this is the
people doesn't
thing,
make you a
right?
pirate.
It
Right.
Pillaging
doesn't.
does.
It just
Well,
makes you like
what I'm
a
saying is
bandit
obviously they're not
or a
evil.
murderer.
Obviously they're not evil like the other pirates, but they do have some.
Yeah.
They do have some pirate tendencies.
Well, look at
It-
Robin Hood. Robin
Not
Hood wasn't a bad man, but he was a criminal.
exactly.
right.
Yeah. Exactly. There's nuances to it because here's the way I look at it. Here's the way I look at it. Everywhere that the Straw Hats go, the place ends up being better off as a result of them
Yep.
being. They're a net positive where they go. That's not pirate activity. Why would you be wanted by the Marines because of that?
I mean, I
I mean,
I think
that's what makes the whole system flawed, of course.
I
So,
think I think you could still have a character be a pirate just by stealing from other pirates and not
Yeah,
from other people.
but they don't even do that.
No, they don't.
They hardly ever do that. Like
Nami,
they're like, hey, I just care about defeating you. And these, now exactly, Nami, Zoro, and Sanji, they channel pirate like energy like nobody
Yeah.
else. Because
Oh yeah.
Zoro, he's always ready for the smoke, 100%.
Mhm.
Sanji wants all the women. Look at his shave with Black Maria. Like, I want to love all the women. That's pirate activity right there.
man, remember Luffy said he's gonna take Kaido's head.
Yeah,
Declares,
yeah.
Luffy declares wars on people, man.
But why? Why does he do it? Because you hurt my friend.
Mhm.
You're a
I'm not
problem
saying
for my
evil.
friend.
I'm
I
saying
need
that
to
he
take you
does.
down.
I'm just saying that they're not like they're
But
kind
but
of
but here's the thing, right?
heroes, but they're kind of anti-heroes a bit.
And that's fine. But what I'm saying, right, is like I find it really like I feel like the only reason why his bounty increases is because of him going up against other pirates and defeating them, right? He doesn't get uh, a bounty off of his own merit being a pirate in itself. It's just off of defeating other prominent pirates. Because you think about it, the only time that he got a bounty and I was like, that feels so properly earned as a pirate was Enies Lobby.
Oh, when he
When he
freed,
went
Yep.
in there and went crazy, I was like, yeah,
you talking about when he freed?
yes.
You talking about when he freed all the prisoners?
No. I'm talking about after the whole thing with Robin, because that's when he got like a crazy like bounty increase. Because Impel Down and everything, he didn't get a bounty after that because they thought he was dead, right? Because that's what led into Marineford and then the time skip.
No, I
So
mean he did get a bounty partly for that though. Like, his bounty did increase partly for that for freeing all the prisoners.
it
And
did after the fact when they found out he was alive. So when he came back from the time skip, that's when it increased as a result. Because they're like,
which was definitely the most morally questionable thing Luffy's ever done.
oh
Like,
yeah, oh
no
yeah.
telling what them guys are doing in the world out there.
And that's the thing, like, right? If he gets a bounty increase from stuff like that, I'm all for it because I'm like, yeah, you're causing trouble.
I mean,
Obviously,
Luffy's
your
not
bounty
supposed to be
should
a
go
bad
up.
guy though. You want to be a bad guy? That's what you're saying.
Yeah, not necessarily a bad guy, but do some pirate stuff. Sleep with some woman, steal some money. Like, I'm not saying to just go like pillage everything, but like just do what you want to do, not because your friend got hurt and you're trying to save them. Because that's the thing that Oda does kind of well, where he spins it in a way where he says, Luffy's just doing what he wants to do, like a true pirate. And that's why he goes and said, but I'm like, yeah, but why have you never put him in a situation where he doesn't need to do that? Where he literally goes to an island and doesn't befriend whoever
Yeah.
that's going to make him be in a situation where he goes against a big bad, right? Just have it be, he's vibing and he's watching everything unfold, but he doesn't have any personal stake in doing it. I remember, I don't know if it was like where it was that he wasn't directly involved in anything, but he wanted somebody to ask him for help or something like. I don't remember
Wasn't it,
exactly the details, but
Momonosuke.
that was Nami, wasn't it? Because he he flat out
Momonosuke
like
too. Yeah, but yeah,
he flat out stands there and doesn't do anything, and then when Nami says, I don't remember exactly what she says when she asks him for help,
Please help
he
me.
puts the hat on her head and it says, "All right, we're going."
yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah. He did the same thing with Robin too on a level where he was
true.
like, "Yo, yeah, speak your mind. Like, I know it's not what you want for real, for real. Like, tell me what you
Yeah,
want because I'm ready for the smoke. I just need the word.
and
Like,
I do, I do really want to comment on what you said. I'm in full agreement. I do think it's been a little too overdone with the whole going to a place to save it. It would have been so nice if we could have had at least one or two major arcs, actually two major arcs where they're there for a personal reason, and maybe it's like an uninhabited place for the most part, and
Mhm.
they beat the people, and it's for a personal reason. It's because Luffy wants to do it. He's not doing it because he wants to save people. And honestly, just for the whole pirate steal things, why can't Luffy like start robbing food storage? I mean, he's all about meat and all this different type of food. Why doesn't he ever do that? Why doesn't he be like,
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
It's so funny how the one time they try to rob people, they want to give it to them anyway.
Yeah, like in Skypea, yeah, they were like, yeah, no, 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 come back. We want to give you more. You didn't take enough. Like, that's crazy.
It's funny
But
because they really were trying to rob them people, man.
I'm hoping the Blackbeard arc will just be we're
oh my
fighting.
God,
I'm
I
hoping
am.
it won't be one of those situations with Kaido where they're trying to liberate a place. I really hope that doesn't happen.
And me too, because I love Blackbeard, bro. Do you see when we see him from like the first time we see him from the time skip? He's on Fuller Lead Island having a good old time. Bitches to his left, bitches to his right. He's living his best life. I love it. I'm like, this is that pirate energy that I miss sometimes, man. Because following the stars for too long, it dulls your senses. You forget what it is to be a pirate, and it's like, and you see the Blackbeards, and you see the Shanks, and you see the Kaidos. It's like, yeah, it's a big mom. It's like,
I mean, Shanks
yeah,
hasn't
these
really
are pirates.
shown. Shanks has only recently shown true pirate tendencies.
Yeah, yeah, this man moving crazy, but I love it.
But
And
what I
and
was gonna say,
yeah.
oh yeah, Cat. I wanted to ask what you meant by you disagree with Ace's potential.
Um, Meaning that I do think Ace had okay, maybe not literally the same potential as Luffy because I've had this kind of fan theory for a while now that I don't see anybody bring up, but I won't get into that because it's you know kind of going off topic. But um, when you said that you don't think Ace had the same potential as Luffy, I
Hmm.
don't exactly agree with that 100%. I
Hmm.
do think that okay, well, Luffy's the main character, so of course he's going to be the strongest at some point. So that
Hmm.
already means that if Ace had survived, he wouldn't, be equal. but I do think he would have been up there. Like,
Yeah, yeah. See,
I just
here's my thing, right? Oh, go ahead. My fault.
I just think, and again, this isn't proven, but I've believed for a long time that one's ambitious nature is what leads to them having the potential that they have. And
I am
Luffy's
so glad you said that.
desires and his dreams are parts of why he's going to be that strong. It's the reason why Roger was at one point considered the strongest pirate, because the man
Exactly.
had ambitions that were deemed crazy by everybody else.
Hmm. And this is the thing, right? So the way I look at both Luffy and Ace is like Ace was he had a lot of like natural abilities, right? In fact, if I want to put them side by side, I can't say for sure that Ace had naturally uh, like more potential than Luffy because they were different ages, right? Like
I think
Luffy
there was
was
equal
was
potential.
was a lot younger when he started hanging out with Ace. So Ace already had, leg up on him in terms of being out in the wild and building up his strength, right? The thing is, because of who they are and how they're built at the very base, I think that Ace was never going to achieve even half of what Luffy can. And I'll tell you why. Luffy is inherently built with dreams that even people like Sabo and Ace can only laugh at how ridiculous they are. He's built like that, right? Ace, the only thing he wanted was to be loved. To the point that he was willing to get another man's symbol tatted on his back, right? When you're like that, you put a ceiling on your own growth. So for me, right, when like after a long while just examining everything, I was like, yes, there was no way Ace was ever going to be because he didn't have those kinds of aspirations. The same that
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, he was loyal to
Luffy does,
Whitebeard. He was loyal to Whitebeard, so he
Yeah,
wasn't like Luffy. He didn't aspire to be pirate king. He inspired
you
to be
like
captain.
you put Luffy in the same situation that Ace was in. He was gonna keep knocking on Whitebeard's door until he took him down, no matter how many years it took him. But Ace just wasn't built like that. He was strong. He was resilient, yes, but not as much. Luffy is ready to die for his dreams, right? Like that's the level of dedication that he has. And you see it even when he tries to save Ace, where it's like, take however many years of my life you need, Ivankov. I need to do this. I just don't think Ace is built like that. And that inherently puts a cap on his potential. The same thing with Sabo. Sabo has a deep hatred for the bigotry and the unfairness of the world that they live in, and that's why he's so intense to the point that now he's earned the title of Flame Emperor. Entei, baby, like that was the name of one of Ace's attacks, and Sabo was like, "Bitch, I'm him. Quit playing. Like I'm the guy. Like
But
Flame Emperor."
even still, Sabo also just like Ace is subordinate to someone else.
But yeah, but here's the thing, right? He's a subordinate, but guess what? Now people are putting him above Dragon. That never happened with Ace, right?
Right.
Like you look at Ace and you always still thought like, yeah, he's subservient to Whitebeard. But now people are looking at Ace as at Sabo as the man. That never happened with Ace.
That's very true. But to be fair, like we stated earlier, um, I mean, not I almost call him Mickey Downs for some reason. Um, alright, but Monkey D Dragon, we agree that he pretty much just sits at the desk. You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So like, and that's the thing where I feel like Sabo and Luffy are a lot more alike in that way, where they are very intense when it comes to the things they believe in, and they will not compromise for anything in the world. He even like when he was fighting against Fujitora, he's like, even if I have to fight an admiral to protect my brother, I will, because I refuse. And he has the added effect of the amnesia that made him forget about Ace to fire him up even more. So I feel like the way he's built now, I don't understand how people still have the audacity to say that, oh no, he's just as strong as Ace would be if Ace was still alive. I refuse to believe that. Because if you take away their devil fruit, Sabo still has crazy haki. He demonstrated Rio before he even saw it, like properly fleshed out. So
not to cut you off, but
go ahead.
this is one thing. We can all agree that Luffy's stronger than Ace right now, right?
Yeah,
By
absolutely.
oh, dude,
Yeah.
if you ask me, after Dressrosa, he already was stronger than Ace.
I don't know about that, bro.
After Dressrosa, I don't know, but
No, because the reason,
he's 1000% destroying Ace right now.
Like Ace was still going up against Yamato and taking her on evenly.
no, but the reason why I say that is because I believe that Dofi would have whooped Ace's ass.
What?
Oh yeah. Like the thing because here's the thing. Ace doesn't have good haki. Even if he was confirmed to have haki,
come on, bro.
it's not really good.
Come on, man. He fought Yamato was way stronger than
We
Luffy.
haven't seen enough from Ace yet.
That's what I'm saying. We haven't seen enough from Ace to convincingly say one way or another. But you said he fought with Yamato, right? Yamato in terms of Yamato in terms of power scaling has got to be one of the most confusing characters ever. Because
she fought against Kaido by herself, man. Like she's stronger than Dofi.
Absolutely.
She held her own against Kaido. That wasn't
You
even
think
really
Dofi
trying.
holding his own against Kaido? This man was scared.
Doflamingo would get smacked to death.
He definitely would get smacked, but that's not necessarily because he doesn't have the I think it's just his fighting style doesn't lend itself well to a brawler. Because remember when Luffy took the fight to a brawling match, he couldn't hang because he doesn't trade blows with people. He uses his strings. When's the last time you saw Dofi throw punches when he fights? Even when he came to Punk Heiser to smoke Smoker, who's arguably way weaker than everybody we're talking about right now, he only used his strings.
He Smoker.
Here's the thing, though. We need to remember. Doflamingo showed some pretty freaking impressive durability.
He did.
Way
Man
more
was
than Cracker.
putting his own organs back together. Yeah.
So I wouldn't say he doesn't have the right fighting style. I would say he just never had enough.
He just wasn't strong
because what I'm saying, right? The thing I'm saying, right, is like this. In terms of mobility, Kaido is way faster. In terms of brute strength, Kaido is way stronger. So the thing is, he wouldn't even be able to dodge Kaido. He wouldn't be able to protect himself from Kaido. So if Kaido were to take a Thunder Bagua and hit that motherfucker with it, he would go through the strings, he'd go through everything and hit Dofi and just lay his ass flat. But if Dofi had a different fighting style to where he could hold his own, I think he would give him like a little tougher of a time. But the reason why I say that Ace will probably get smoked by Dofi is because remember, funny enough, these two fought. Smoker and Ace. Remember? Way back when. And when they fought, they're like, oh no, it's a stalemate because we're both intangible. We can't really get anywhere. But he had Haki though, right? I wonder. But that's besides the point, right?
You can't really use that as an example because Oda clearly hadn't thought things out.
Exactly. I agree 100%, right?
Characters in are far more powerful because Haki has gotten many boosts.
And guess what? A post-Sansky smoker with Haki got smoked by Dofi. So you're telling me that Ace is going to have a better run against Dofi? I doubt it, bro.
No, there's no way you think Ace and Smoker are equal.
They are. They actually are. Because they use their abilities the same way. And they don't really use Haki. I may be slandering, but until you have any proof to prove me otherwise, it's the facts.
Wait a minute. Hold on, bro. Wait a minute. Are you think Ace who fought against Yamato is losing to Virgo?
Yes.
Oh my God. We're finna understand.
No. Listen, bro. Listen. No. Don't do that. Because here's the thing, man. The Virgo looked a lot more impressive with his use of haki. What happened with Yamato and Ace? They were trading blows, but I watched this and I couldn't tell you for shit how strong either one of them are because they're just trading blows, and I don't see any use of advanced haki. I don't see anything that's gonna make me think, okay, yeah, these people they clearly are on the level. Ace, remember, Ace fought Jinbei to almost a stalemate, right? And you can argue that after that he probably got significantly stronger. But Jinbei is out here tussling with Yonko too. So you see what I mean when I say it is so hard to power scale people like Yamato and Ace because like they don't have conclusive results against anybody to say like remember
Yamato's fighting an admiral
when
right now.
guess what, she's bonking them over the head with haki and all the dude is saying is hey that kind of hurt. I'm sorry, inconclusive. That's what I'm saying. Because
But
here,
that's
check
why
She's
this
we
in
need
a
the
out.
help
hybrid
of an
state.
admiral.
She's not even in a hybrid state. What you said, Cap? Oh, you talking to somebody else?
Oh no,
Um,
I was muting myself so I didn't interrupt.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Oh God, that's spicier than I thought it would be. Jeez, that's what I get for putting Cajun seasoning on popcorn. Jeez.
Hey,
Just
that
bear
don't
with
sound like a
me
bad
for a
move.
second.
Hmm.
Bear with me for a second, fellas. So first thing is, I have to apologize because I misunderstood what you were saying. You weren't saying that it's not possible for Ace to be that strong. You're saying based on the evidence we have, there's no
Yes.
proof of it. So yes, I completely agree with that. You're definitely. It was miscommunication on my part. So
Yeah, no,
apologies for
no
that.
problem. No problem. No problem. It's all
Um,
good.
on the other thing, I do definitely think the greenbull getting hit by Yamato, which is Oda's way of saying, yes, the admirals are still really strong. This is the reason why they're as strong as they are, and you know, and I'm pretty sure that was an advanced conqueror's attack on Yamato's part because it looked like it had the black lightning effect.
Yeah, it was.
So
I think it was.
you know, like I think that's the reason uh, why that was done. Not to necessarily
Yeah.
say, oh, Yamato's weak. I think it's just you know, and
It's
I'm
just a
hoping,
nod to the fact that, she's a capable fighter.
yeah, and I'm really hoping that this Green Bull thing isn't done with uh, next chapter because I think it's high time we got to see a lot more from an admiral. Now that we know that the likes of Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji are much more capable of taking an admiral on, especially Luffy. Um,
I'm
like
glad you said that.
it's high time we saw that because how many years have we waited for the admirals to truly show everything? I mean, you can't really count.
Since
You can't really
Marineford.
count Marineford
I
because
know, because that was
Hockey,
confusing as hell. Like, it's
like
mostly like clashes here and there. It was
yeah,
nothing like, yeah,
exactly. At Marineford, hockey wasn't really
properly fleshed out yet.
shown. Like, people say, oh well, if you look back here, uh, you can see this and this. My perspective is because of how much Oda added to hockey, he has significantly increased the capabilities of hockey post time
true.
skip, not just through the advanced applications, but overall. I mean, like we
Yeah,
didn't we
you're
didn't
right.
see
We don't know how far Ace can go with his hockey.
exactly, and it's going to sound a little bit crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if becoming an admiral, one of the requirements ended up being having conquerors. I wouldn't be surprised if they all at least had basic conquerors
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah. I wouldn't be surprised either.
of how rare it is. I mean, and because of how few admirals there are, like
Hmm.
I'm 100% convinced that Akainu definitely has it, and probably
100%.
its advanced equivalent too. Um,
Which really
Yeah.
answers the question. Like, you can really tell Oda didn't know about hockey yet because, like, their attacks were like passing through Akainu.
yep. And I think that was future sight. I know that's just headcanon, but when you saw the lava kind of like, it almost looked like he might have been doing something similar to what Katakuri did when he
Oh,
uprooted half
100%.
of his body.
Yeah, that's always been my thought too. Because when Vista and Marco attacked him at the same time, he was like, "You annoying hacky users." Because I think he probably saw it coming, and then it's like, "Oh, I have to make that area of me intangible, so I
Yep,
can dodge it and it doesn't
that's
hit
that's
me."
why I really want to see top tier Logia characters fight, because
Hmm.
we need to see, okay, they have the ridiculous destructive power of Logia fruit, but they can also use observation hockey to pinpoint when an attack is coming and just
Hmm.
transform their body to move it out of the way. That's why I want
Exactly.
to see that so badly,
And that's
because
a big shout out to guy like Katakuri because he makes it look like he's a Logia. Motherfucker busting.
exactly.
Yeah, that's another. That's what kind of weirded me out. That was kind of weirded me out. Why they didn't just make Greenbull a special paramecia, a special
Yeah,
Logia, because it kind of destroys the whole Logia thing. Like before, just on Logia.
No, yeah. Because I think Logia is right, and I saw a video on it a while back where I'm like, I like that this kind of breaks it down in a way that it makes sense. It's just say those are naturally occurring elements or things in
yeah,
nature, right? So like a forest or vegetation, that's
yeah,
that's like a concept. So I understand why
yeah.
he's a Logia as a result. I'm like, yeah, I fuck with
I,
it. I kind
Oh
of
yeah,
yeah.
saw it coming.
I can kind of see that. I guess. Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
I think it would have been more interesting if, considering the fact that plants are living,
Yeah,
I think it would have been interesting if it was a new subset of Zoan somehow. Like, I know they're not
that'd be
animals
crazy.
and Zoans are animals,
Yeah,
but
it's so
since an
weird how
entire
Loki was
forest
going.
is living, could you imagine if he was some kind of like complex Zoan of some sort? Because everything he creates is alive. Every single
Hmm.
plant is alive. So wouldn't that have been more interesting than Logia? I mean, I'm fine with it because
I agree with
I, I,
William in my opinion.
I think I like that it's Logia because it stays in line with the 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 concept, right?
sure,
That it is like more than just he's sprouting
God,
vegetation.
I
Like
want that. I want that.
he is vegetation.
I
So
want
it's like
that
he
fruit
could
so
pop
bad.
up anywhere, right? So, but quickly going back to that whole Yamato thing, right? One of the reasons why I said that she's so confusing is because when she was defending Shinobu and Momonosuke, and then Frankie pulled up to fight against Sasuke, and he brought a number with him. You remember how she disposed of that number with one attack, right?
Uh-huh.
The thing is, both Luffy in Gear 4 and Drake did the same thing, where they each disposed of a number with one attack. So then,
Uh-huh.
what do you put Drake?
Well, we don't know anything about Drake, really.
Ah, well, we've
But
seen his own form. We've seen him
we
fight
know
against like a CP0 agent. Like, I mean,
we know Drake got watched by Sanji when we watched him.
yeah. Hey,
Remember
listen,
that? Did
that's
you
one of
watch
my
the
favorite
anime?
scenes. Yeah, in
You watched the
anime. Oh, I
anime? That
loved
was
it.
good,
I
bro.
love that shit. I'm like, hey, my boy, show my boy some respect. Love it.
Who, Sanji?
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Can
yeah.
we please get? Man, you brought up Sanji, and you're making me want to. I shouldn't even say this, but can we please have a scene of Sanji like burning that forest with his kicks,
Bro,
like just
listen,
boom?
I'm glad you said that because I've heard people say something extremely slanderous towards the Monster Trio. They've said Luffy right now isn't ready to fight Green Bull.
That's
I'm
ridiculous.
personally of the
That's
opinion
ridiculous.
that he mid diffs Green Bull.
I
The
think he hides
motherfucker was fighting Kaido in base. Like people seem to forget that
it.
for like the biggest part of that fight until he decided, okay, you know what? Let me die and come back as a god. Right? He was fighting him in base, and then he went
Yeah.
into Gear 4. It's like, okay, let me put the final touch on this. You honestly believe that Luffy, with his current mastery of Haki, in Gear Fourth, isn't smoking Green Bull, then you're smoking something else. Like the fact that people are even saying this with a straight face, I'm like,
Oops,
so
sorry about
when
that.
is Luffy? Yeah, It's like, when is Luffy supposed to reach that level? Then he literally just fought a Yonko. Like, when is he gonna be ready for an admiral? Like, what is this? It's
I mean,
crazy.
I
Like, for
mean,
me, I'm not even looking at a fight between him and Greenbull. My vision now is Shanks, Imu, Akainu. That's my vision for Luffy right now. I don't see him fighting anybody else outside of these people, and maybe potentially a rematch with Kaido and Big Mom, because there's a big caveat on those quote unquote wins in my eyes.
a rematch with those
Exactly.
two, where he what, like blue nose them?
Listen, if he blue nose them, I'm like top one. Now we're coming for Saitama. Let's go, baby. But no, like, listen. Right now, my vision is either Zoro or Sanji fighting him. Preferably Zoro. I mean, I would
I'd
love
rather
to see
Zoro
Sanji
versus Green
smoking
Bull.
that
Yeah,
shit. But yeah, because they're both racist.
I want,
They
I want,
both believe in prejudice. I
I
want to see
want,
that.
I
That's
want
facts,
Sanji
man.
versus Kizaru. I want Sanji
Yeah,
versus Kizaru.
yeah, dude. The light kicks versus the fire kicks.
Oh
Yes, I
yeah,
want to see that. I want to see that.
and they like imagine the flames from the kick and the light from the
And they
kick.
can both fight in midair. Like, listen,
Oh
that fight would be
man,
so crazy. Like,
oh I need
if
it, I
Oda
need it,
robs
I
us of
need it.
that, I'll never forgive that man. I swear.
Oh my
Like,
god, if that doesn't happen, like that's a fight I want to. I'm gonna be honest, when it comes to like just watching a character fight, Kizaru is the most impressive for me out of the admirals, because he doesn't just I'm gonna spam my devil fruit power. No, I'm gonna fly in and kick you, and then I'm gonna fight you with a light sword, and like actually
he's
fight with
so
you like it's a sword.
versatile.
The
Yeah.
other are just like, nope, I'm gonna shoot ice blasts at you, or I'm gonna shoot magma at you. It's so
Oh, but
it's so
don't forget Fujitora though. This man is out here bringing down meteorites. It's like, I'm gonna
true, but I
bring the
mean,
moon down on your ass, boy.
Yeah, that was
Be
but
insane.
but
careful.
Kizaru literally combines his fighting style with his fruit. We don't really see that with the Logia. They're
Yeah,
usually
you're
just
right. You're
they're
right.
usually like DBZ characters, pow 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 pow. Like and there's
Yeah.
Oh, but to
nothing.
be fair, Aokiji does have an eye sword, right?
Yeah, but he like I'm not okay. It's possible that Aokiji could be.
Oh, and the bow and arrow thing that he did in Marineford, where he had like multiple arrows and then fired them off.
Oh, you mean this? I think it was Ice Block. Yeah, I think that was
Y-
those were spears. But yeah, same difference.
Yeah,
But
same
then
difference.
again, he did jump ridiculously high. So we know that Kuzan is definitely athletic. I mean, the dude jumped so freaking high and throws the waves. So I wouldn't. I'm not saying that it's impossible for Kuzan to incorporate hand-to-hand fighting. It's just it's what I love so much about seeing Kizaru fight, because he's not just like, oh, here's my double for energy just coming at you. Oh no, I'm actually an accomplished hand-to-hand fighter. That's why I can kick so well. That's
Right.
why I can clash blades with freaking Rayleigh. You know,
Yeah, yeah. But
I
I
want to
think
see.
the one thing that I love so much also about Kizaru is his whole approach to fight, where
Yes,
he's so unbelievably laid back, which doesn't match his ability at all. So
not at all.
it's such a jarring, like a juxtaposition, because he's like, hey, let me ask you, you ever been kicked at the speed of light? And then he just low diffuse like this.
Which is such a
This dude
which
is
is such a
crazy.
dope line, but at the same time,
Casual
if
as
you were,
hell.
but at the same time, you were actual. If you were actually kicked at the speed of light, them characters wouldn't survive. They're not that durable.
I
I mean,
think yeah, go ahead,
I'm
go ahead.
sorry. I was going to say, if you were actually kicked at the speed of light, first of all, that kick is going to turn into pure energy and either vaporize you or pass right through your body.
Yeah, yeah. Like whatever happens is not gonna be good for you. Like, it's
But he
gonna leave
moves.
you
But he
in a
moves.
very
But he moves
Who
at a
knows?
speed of
Maybe
light.
Kizaru
But he
can do
moves at.
that.
Hold on. But he moves at the speed of light. But he definitely does not actually kick at the speed of light. Speed of
he
light is
does
like
not. He does not.
it's
I
very
mean, but the thing is, right, and this is where we have to separate our word physics from One Piece physics, because in our world, it does not matter how long you run away from things you don't like, you will not run to the point that you start kicking air and flying, right? If
yeah.
so, us niggas will be flying already. The way you gotta run from the cops, right? However,
I mean that's
it's
a
not.
assumption.
Yeah. uh, but that's just quick tangent. But no, no, like that's the thing where I feel like in their world, being kicked at the speed of light is has a different meaning than our
It,
world.
it,
So that's
it,
why it's like,
it, I mean, because like the reason I say is because I could believe he moves at the speed of light, even though obviously the whole
oh,
science,
definitely,
even
yeah.
though even though obviously the whole science of if you were actually to go to the speed of light, it would create a black hole, whatever. But I could say with the One Piece science that he moves at the speed of light, but kick at the speed of light, that just sounds cool. But he doesn't actually kick you at the. It's actually extraordinarily powerful to get kicked at the speed of light. Like these characters are not that durable to get kicked at the speed of light. Like not like Goku or Superman.
No, I disagree. I disagree.
What?
If anything, Oda builds his characters different. If Papagu can survive a El Thor to the face and come back, like, yeah, it was cool. I got zapped a little bit. Look at everybody in Skypiea that got zapped, like Zoro, Robin, Sanji got zapped twice. Usopp, like they weren't as tough as they are now, and they survived that shit. So, like when it comes to taking damage, Pell, like come on, like and people say, oh yeah, but he's a zone. He wasn't awakened. So like, but he took that shit like a champ, right? So I think just characters in One Piece in general, they built different. Where damage that I mean, unless you're like a proper civilian, I'm talking, the relevant NPC characters in One Piece. Unless you're that, if you have any amount of relevance to you, you're probably not getting taken out that easily, based on what I've seen so far. Look at Pound. He had a fiery glaive come for his life. Man's just fine now. Like, come on, what are we doing? You know, I just feel like damage is not approached the same way overall. But yeah, I mean, whether or not he does kick at the speed of light, it's cool. The line is cool. The moves are dope. I just mess with the whole thing. Most people agree. Most people agree that out of all the admirals, Kizaru might be the scariest because he seems so chill, but he's really not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I hear you. I'm just trying to look up how strong would it be to get hit by something at speed of light.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right.
I'm looking at the whole physics of it and all that.
Yeah.
I almost wonder if he can kick at the speed of light, but he actually has to charge first. Like he has to charge up the energy in the kick, and then he releases it as a kick at speed of light, which is why he has to kind of like pull his leg back a little bit, and then bam.
Yeah. Because technically, you would think, right? Because if he did kick at the speed of light, regardless of the amount of damage it actually does, I feel like it would look different because we actually see his kick move, right? I feel like if we
Mhm.
were to be shown in real time, it'll just be light
Mhm.
Okay, so
coming at you, just like boom. Yeah.
okay,
And
so
it's
so
it,
so 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 I haven't found out a punch yet. I haven't found out the punch yet. But if there's a meteor hit the Earth at the speed of light, it would be enough force to hit the Earth into another orbit.
Oh shit.
yeah, but that's not moving at the speed of light. A meteor? No.
No, it's saying if it's a
He's saying
hypothetical.
if,
If it
yeah.
was able like to hit the Earth at the speed of light, it would be
Mm.
enough force to knock the Earth into a different orbit.
Wouldn't it just destroy the entire planet?
Yes, it says the Earth would be no more, but theoretically, like just saying the momentum would be enough to knock
Mm.
the Earth to. It says the momentum would be enough to knock the Earth to a different orbit, but the Earth would be no more. Is a
Actually,
high.
now that I think about it, whenever he kicks, his foot glows a little bit as the kick is about to make contact. So maybe
Yeah,
there is
yeah,
some
yeah, it
truth to him
does.
charging up.
Right.
Yeah, he definitely charges up. Like when he was about to send Zoro into the afterlife. Yeah, like he was loading that bitch up. Like, hey, you about to die, my guy. It's
So
over
yeah,
for you.
getting punched by the speed of light would be like a meteor hitting the atmosphere.
Could you imagine if the only reason why he doesn't punch is because maybe his punches are somehow stronger than his kicks, and he's like, I didn't want to have to do this, but bam.
That would be a plot twist.
Yo, that'd be so crazy if it's like, actually, this whole time I've been nerfing myself. But see, you're not ready for these
Right.
hands. Literally, you're not ready for these hands.
Yeah,
So I had to put them away.
Yeah, I love Kizaru. I
he,
also like.
shoot,
I know
look,
it's a bit
my mouth
dramatic.
is tripping. My mouth is tripping. I can't get my words out. Okay, okay, like he punches and he just evaporates like commander level characters. Like
Oh god, man, he punches a hole through. I was gonna say Katakuri, but I'm wrong. Like, nah, I like him too much to want to say that happened to him. He punches he like punches a hole through Cracker, and Cracker's body just turns into light and goes
yeah, it'd be a cool effect, especially in anime. Like he just
a literal Falcon punch, but with light.
yeah, just can you imagine the effects if Toei one came out?
Oh my god, it's like every single punch is like an atomic explosion, but without the radiation.
Shit,
Yeah,
man.
do
Listen,
you two think that Kizaru, based on his demeanor when he's fighting, actually somewhat like enjoys the challenge of the fight? Because that's what I get from him.
he does. If his fight against Marco is anything to go off of, I think he does. But then sometimes he also remembers his duty as an admiral, and he tries
Mm,
to get the job done right. Because that's how he had Onigumo put the sea stone handcuffs on Marco and have him blasted with some laser beams. But I think he probably enjoys a good
Oh my
fight. I
god, this
think
is
so.
crazy, man.
What?
I'm sorry, I'm still looking at light stuff. It says, okay, so if a meteor hit the Earth at the speed of light, like, and if it impacted in New York, it would kill 1.3 million people.
Yeah, I mean, what
So
we know
Kizaru's punches should be ridiculous. Like, his kicks should be more ridiculously powerful than they are. We know that, but
didn't he vaporize a whole mangrove at
yeah,
the at several?
that
Yeah,
was a
like
beam. That was a beam. That wasn't his
that
kick.
was just a beam. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I
So,
love that too.
it,
He can shoot you with a kick. That's freaking. Oh my god.
yeah,
Yeah, he's a dope character. I'm just saying that, like, yeah, his line is false. It just sounds cool.
You know what? Yeah,
it
he's my
sounds
favorite
cool as
admiral.
hell.
He's my
Yeah,
favorite
the
admiral.
way he's dripped out too. You see with the Italian drip, like this
Oh, he
man got
just
the
be
whole suit
chilling.
and
He go,
everything.
oh, Ben
I mean,
Beckman.
dude, force throws all.
Like he's made me want to get shades like his. Like they're tinted where you can still kind of see the eyes, but at the same time, you're like, oh,
But yeah,
it's
like,
the special kind of
I'm
shades.
probably
Yeah,
finna end the stream. We could
yeah, yeah.
potentially talk more about One Piece we want to still, but we ain't really talking about the. We kind of talked about everything, pretty much about the chapter and stuff. If I were to give a quick rating of the chapter before we head out, I'll probably give a I don't know, an 8, I guess.
8 is a good rating. That's about where I'm at too. People think, oh, just because you have Shanks in the chapter, it's an automatic 10. But I
Yeah,
think
it's not. Yeah,
we're way past that now. It's like
yeah.
we need to get answers and we need to see some action. Like enough
Exactly. I'm
words.
tired of all these
Uh,
questions. That's one reason why I'm not. That's why one reason I almost want to rate it just a 7.7, but I feel like an 8 is. I hate this.
yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good. I mean, we got the title of the Flame Emperor. Shout out to Ante Sabo. You already know.
What would you rate it, Cat?
That Cajun season popcorn is taking the man out.
That's a good point, Cat. You right. That's a good score. Cat, you there, bro? Cat.
I think the spice took him out. It's all good.
Yeah, he can't hear me at all. Let's see if
Oh,
he text me.
crazy.
Wait, I can hear you. You can't hear me.
No, I couldn't hear
Oh,
you.
you're back
I,
now.
I, was-
Yeah.
I was asking your rating. What would you rate the chapter?
7.5.
Okay, that's
That
good.
that's fair. Yeah,
I was
yeah.
thinking I was thinking kind of like a 7.7, but I think an 8 is. I
It
think it depends on what next chapter brings. If next
I
chapter
I
doesn't
have to.
bring,
Hmm.
For me to give this an 8, I would have needed Shanks to have been like, you know what? You're right. It is time that we saw him again. Goes up to Wano's shore, and maybe greenbull, somehow senses something with observation hockey. And he's like, wait, he's here? And then, I mean, I know Luke's not around, but maybe he even notices it too and says, it's been a long time. since we last saw each other, Shanks, and then that's how the chapter ends.
Now
Then I
that'll be a
would give
10
you
out of
an 8.
10. That might be a 10 out of 10 to happen.
Then I would
That's a
give
10.
you
Yeah.
an 8.5 at least.
Wow, look
But-
at this, Mr. Picky. I bet.
I need Shanks to do more than just be like, yeah, I'm sitting
I
here.
agree, though. Yeah, that's why I said like we need answers and we need action. That's
Yeah, I'm
like
getting
that's
so
what.
damn tired of Oda doing that. He's blue balling us with freaking Shanks.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
blue balling us
Like
with questions in general. It's like a million questions
he's
he hasn't
baiting
already
us.
answered yet.
Like we're
Yeah,
this far
yeah.
into the freaking series, and it's like, no, man, nah,
More
man,
questions. That that,
you
that,
gotta give us more.
that's like 3 reasons why I can't give any higher than an 8 because I'm tired of questions. Shanks is confusing. I don't know what he's gonna do with Shanks' characterization. I'm worried about Shanks' characterization. And
Me too.
and what else? Green Bull is kind of not looking as strong as he should be right now.
You
For
know
him to
what?
be
I
the
have
forward.
to agree, especially because he's a Logia. I expect him to. Well, he did take out 2 commanders. So.
I mean, they were weakened apparently.
So you're on that cold pack, huh?
I think
I
they
mean, you're
were
right though.
weakened.
They have bandages on, so my assumption is that they were not nearly 100% when he did what he did. So, yeah,
So,
yeah.
I mean, just to hype him up to be him going by himself, he should be like going nasty, like you know.
hmm
But yeah, anyways, that's the end of the stream. Peace, like and subscribe. Stay tuned for the next one. Check out Teddy's channel. You still have your channel, right?
Yeah. We saw the Trash Bag
And
podcast and all that.
make sure y'all join the Discord in the description so y'all every time y'all want to talk about One Piece. Peace, like, subscribe. Stay tuned for the next one.